Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to today's 7th Sea swashbuckling extravaganza, with our... Oh my god, what's his name from the It Crowd?
Which
Uh,
one?
Moss.
Ray...
Richmond.
Richmond!
Oh, I was gonna say the guy with the bass.
The guy
Do
with
I, do I amaze you? Richmond's my favorite character.
Oh, it's perfect. Brilliant. Anyway, guys, things from me. Social links, here they are. Check them out. Discords, Twitters and YouTubes. Discord for the community, YouTube to catch up. Twitter, send me a DM. I'm running 40 games between the 23rd of December and the 4th of January, and they need filling. So, come and send me a DM and I'll get you in a game. Simple as that, really. I've already filled up the 23rd, I think. We're close to filling up Christmas Eve. Anyway, send me a DM, we'll get you a game. Yeah, next up, we also have Patreon. We've got some free articles on there, some of which are made by this lovely No Fielding lookalike over here, and others by the wonderful Renee from our Eden show tomorrow. And we also have exclusive content on there as well, like sound bits and things like that, so go and check it out. Merch, you can get your merch stuck on anything, books, t-shirts, hoodies, wall hangings, tapestries, green screens. It looks really good on the green screens, by the way. If you want a really good quality green screen, get a great big Scrap logo in the middle of it. The rest of the green screen looks great. Oh, yeah. What else have we got? We've got sponsors. That's what we've got. We've got Bird and the Storm Publishing, who make a lot of this possible, especially the artwork. That's almost exactly the right cost. You can support them by going over to Teespring and their mugs and buying their merch, which most of the proceeds go to charity, and probably some goes to me. One way or another, I assume. Also, we have Mage Hand Press. Go and check them out. You can find them on Thursdays during our 1 PM Argo 37 stream, which Erasavad featured on last week. Their 5e Dark Matter Space Expansion is now available in alpha stage, and we are giving away a copy of the PDF if we hit our goals this week. It's only available as PDF at the minute, otherwise we'd give away a hardback copy, so there you go. With that is all my things, except, of course, for the tweet. Every 10 retweets we get a Wild Magic Surge. I'll go and check up on that now and see how we are doing on that. But yeah, retweet the tweets, and we'll get Wild Magic Surges. So, I'll hand the stream over to you, Noel Fielding.
Hello, my name is Richmond. Hello and welcome to Scattered Ashes, a 7th Sea story, DM'd by me, Faust. Last week we had the insufferable Sarmatian Dr. Marina, but now I can run a proper game. Hi everybody, I'm Derek. I'm your DM, your GM, whichever this game calls it. We'll be going around introducing our players and who they play and how they're feeling having encountered the mysterious vampire known as Faust. And then we'll have our wonderful Natalie recap for us, because she was awesome and did her homework and has a recap for us again this week. So, without further ado, we're going to go around, and I'm going to, again, not know how the whole stream looks. We'll start with Alex this week.
It's the same every week, you know. You could just like write down the names in order, and it'd be the same.
I could, but that would also make me look way too on my shit. So.
Look, you spent enough time with the look right now, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm not knocking it. I'm just.
no. Yeah.
All of our budget goes into aesthetics around here.
Look around us.
Entertainment.
So
Yeah, just don't look at the bookcase. Just there's nothing.
exactly. So Alex, go ahead and tell us a little bit about how Gregory's feeling, and yeah, hi.
Hi, I'm Alex, or Dark Fox. I'm playing Gregory, the quartermaster giant man with, not much going on upstairs. He is very, very unnerved by Faust and would take every chance and opportunity to leave. However, he also sees it as a viable opportunity to get his own back on the fine people that put a few holes in him.
That's more than fair. Yeah, no, I feel that.
Yeah, so did I.
We're gonna go a little bit strange with the order, just so that way we can give Scrat a rest from talking, doing his long intro. We'll take it around to Aris.
Hello, I am Eris. I am playing Una McMab. She is a noblewoman, the only daughter of the leader of the Highland Marches, essentially. She just got offered to kill a mad scientist who is turning people into undead with the help of a vampire who she just agreed to kill after the deed was done. So, you know, she's got some mixed feelings right now. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. And she's not sure how to feel about it. But she's just gonna make the best of a bad situation, I guess.
That's me every week before we get started.
I mean, that's me every week before we get started too. So.
I mean, that's fair. This has been a roller coaster. And then we'll take it to Jay.
Hey, I'm Jay. I'm playing Leela, who is an ex-assassin, I guess. She's okay. She's trying to come to terms with the fact that she's probably her assassin skills that she was trying to move away from are probably going to have to resurface and put those to use, which she didn't want to do, but also she kind of doesn't want everyone to die at the same time. So, yes.
Yeah, it's a tough break.
Yeah.
It's like, go ahead and point to me on the map where that happens in everyday life. And then Scrat playing the infallible Kel Samat.
Hello. Yes, infallible is a good word. I am yet to be fouled. I have No, I won't use that word.
No.
Yeah, no, I am popping buttons. Faust, he was an interesting character, but ultimately, doesn't seem that, I don't know, it doesn't seem to dance the way I dance. You know what I'm saying? No offense, Faust.
You're brave,
None
man.
taken.
I think we can both say that where perhaps he does the moonflower, I am more of a flamingo. Maybe. Yes, I am keen to go and... What are we doing this week? Are we going to take out Ria's brother? Yeah, let's go and kill him. Fuck, yeah.
Yes, that's helpful.
We're going to shoot Grigory at the tower, right? That's the plan.
Yes.
Excellent, let's do it.
Wait, what? This week on Gregory got shot.
Yeah, this time I'm the ammunition.
So, and then without further ado, Natalie, go ahead and tell us who you play. Give us that recap, and then we'll find out what happens.
Oh, sounds good. I'm Natalie. I play Rhiannon. Here's my recap, which are my really weird notes. Like, it's all over a piece of paper, so please bear with me. And as per usual, I haven't read them since I watched the episode, so, you know, the usual. So, recap. F you, Scrat! For showing both recaps, but whatever. I'm over it by this point. It's a week later. Wait, Marina is a GM? I suddenly feel better I'm not there, but also more worried. We don't have good intentions, Marina. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Okay, looking forward to accents with an accent. Who is this fucker? Also, who freely gives their address? Faust. Grigory and benches/stools equals OTP. I don't know, I shipped that now, apparently. Does he still have his wallet? The answer better be no. I ran, did I? To where? Hit him, Grigory! This guy is cold. Date night! So we went back to, I think, Kel's and Marina at this point. Yes, Kel's age at last. Nope, never mind. Apparently we don't get that. How to find Rhea. Follow the path of stolen wallets. I don't know what this is in reference to, but I wrote, yes, I can, Una. I am not smarter than that. Even Roll20 doesn't like Marina. Ouch. Project Myotis. Why so many projects? Oh god, why vampires? Wait, Sentinel's a werewolf? Since when are we recreating Twilight? Oh, what? Baba Ganoush legends. Oh yeah, that's an inside joke for myself. Never mind. That's, yeah, weird. Grigory sailed away from magic, quite literally. Marina has 0 chill post-sexy times. If I don't come back with like 12 wallets, I'm gonna be really sad. Enemy of our enemy is a dancer. What? I don't know why that happened, but that did. I wonder how this tastes like is actually how Kells will die. Because, you know, bartending skills. Rule 1, do not waste mimosa. I think we've had a lot of rule 1s at this point, though. Oh, this is the backdoor combo? Yes, this is the backdoor combo. Wonderful. Marina knows too much about what Kells does. If Kells doesn't do a superhero landing here, I'll be disappointed. You hear Kells go streaking. How about no? That's mostly me taking words out of context. So many smells this episode. We are not the Salty Spray crew. Please don't associate us with that. We do not do that. Why does Faust not have wine? I swear if it's because there's blood only here. Okay, Marina, you need to run all of the breaks now because this is just funny. Oh shit, I have to do point increases. That's a whole reminder to me. Phoenix would be an awful DM. Rumbum! I have no idea where that came from, but that came from something. Faust has weird smell kinks. Layla, asking the real questions like why are there pointy teeth? Very explosive brainstorming. ... Kells and his urges. Messy is what we do. That was a really good line last time. Largenstein lost an arm once. It got better. Must be killed, not just disarmed. There was a really missed opportunity for a pun, and I was disappointed we didn't go with that one. Project Preservation sounds like a Greenpeace initiative. Well, shit. That involves Jay. My heart just literally sank. But apparently Jay seems to be the key. Is Kells trying to become a vamp? Gregory is now one with a bookshelf. Do 3 of us just not have last names? Am I just realizing this? Jeremy is stronger than I. Well, Rhea might be in trouble. Layla smells like blood. We now have the living dead. Guess my Solomon Grundy joke was not that far off. Okay, he keeps trying to give his gift. If it turns out to be his dick, I'm going to be really annoyed. Also, re-listen to that entire section with that in mind, and it would be hilarious. I should do that later. There is always time for catapults. Guys, seriously. Corpses laced with gunpowder. What could possibly go wrong? Marina equals resident taxidermist. Yeah, I hope it's me at that door too. I support, this is like the post-session notes. I support the season 2 petition. Dying at Pokemon trainer Derek. Can Marina just introduce us all? Wait, maybe no. I have regrets now. Where did I go? You like recaps? Just wait. I'm planning the mother of all recaps for the finale. Done. That's my recap.
Well done.
Amazing.
I don't know where most of it. This is literally just Rhea's impression of the entire episode.
That was just as always, just brilliant. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
I feel enriched.
Oh, good.
I do too.
I love them so much. When we stop playing, I'm gonna miss them so much. Oh.
So, that being said, let's dive into tonight's episode of Scattered Ashes. Let's see here. Which tune do we dance to? Nope, wrong one.
It's far too lively.
Here we go.
I like that one.
Rhea, as your friends stand to meet the strange intruder in the moment that you guys are having in Debaramba, you hear a voice whisper to you. Rhiannon.
I look around. Do I see this?
You do. And standing in the middle of the tavern, time seemingly having stopped, is Pega.
All right.
Pega holds out their hand. The expressionless, featureless face pointed in your direction. And there's this sort of calm that it seems to sort of exude as it reaches its hand out towards you.
I take it.
Okay. And as you do, the world shifts around you, almost like crumpling on top of you. In a quick flash of color and sound and wind, you stand on an open, grassy knoll, surrounded by mist.
anything else around me, or is it just completely...
It's completely misty at the moment. You don't see anything else other than Pega, who sort of hovers nearby. But as Pega hovers nearby, you see that the face actually has taken some kind of form. It looks like your own.
Oh, that's weird. Where are we? What are we doing? Why do you look like me?
Because right now, I am you. And you are me. You are a Knight of Avalon, whether you want to be or not.
Cool. I think. What does that mean to be a Knight of Avalon?
To avoid and do your best to work towards the preservation and salvation of Avalon.
Okay. Okay. But you just chose me. Wasn't it out of feeling like you needed to because of everything that went down with my brother? So I
chose you in part of that, yes. But if Jeremy's sibling hadn't been up for it, I would never have chosen you. I found you because not only did you have the potential, but I knew that somehow you would be at the epicenter.
Cool. Okay. So, protect Avalon. Is that where we are right now? Is that what's going on here?
Of a sorts. And Pega takes their hand, and as they do, they make sort of a clawing motion, and you watch the fog and mist peel away, revealing a grandiose, gleaming, sterling castle. The drawbridge is drawn at the moment, but as Pega waves their hand one more time, the drawbridge begins to lower. You are here for a reason. To make sure that you are well equipped. This is an honor that few Knights of Avalon receive.
Okay. And what is this honor?
You are going to receive a gift. Something that has not seen the face of Thea since I was alive.
Okay. Wait, so you were alive once? You're not just some ghosty thing that's been...
I was the first. One of the first. And I'm very blessed at that.
Cool. So we gotta go in there to get that, to get this gift.
Yes.
Bracken.
You are in no
Let's go.
danger. You have every right to walk this castle as I do.
Feel like that's probably not the best life choice considering my history, but sure. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's go do this.
As you begin to approach, Pega floating at your side, looking up, you see the twisting, almost impossible, physics-defying branches and towers and spires of this large, twisting, spiraling sterling silver castle. As you walk across the drawbridge, as you look down, if you look down, it's not water that fills the moat, but this shimmering pool of stars and night sky.
Okay.
Before you, inside the castle, lies what appears to be an endless hallway with portraits about every 5 feet on the wall.
Are there names with the portraits or just portraits?
As you do, yeah, you see them. The names are kind of almost old-fashioned. You see that the spelling is different. Names that would be common, like Charles, being spelled differently, more old-fashioned, older naming conventions. And as you get farther and farther down this fairly well-lit, warm hallway that seems to stretch onwards, like you're walking for what feels like an eternity, not in sort of the restless way, but in a, what's the word I'm looking for? Almost in sort of like, no, it's like a pregnant pause.
Mm-hmm.
And you arrive at a portrait that you recognize. You see, in this portrait, all of them had been noble faces, looking faces, well painted. But this one, you see the face of Ezra Wells. Pega turns. He was handsome, wasn't he?
I disagree, but I think I have opinions that are coloring that entirely at this point.
Pega nods. And Pega's face shifts from yours to Ezra's. He used that charisma in the worst ways. He convinced others, even me, that Avalon was doomed to fall.
You were convinced that Avalon was doomed to fall.
Ezra had, and Pega drifts closer, their hand touching lightly against the oil paint. And as Pega's hand touches the painting, flames erupt around the edge of the frame and begin to lick inward. The painting doesn't burn, but the image changes.
Mm-hmm.
The handsome young face of Ezra Wells turns into the burned and disfigured face you saw underneath the mask in Chateau de Lac. Justice, righteousness, and even ambition can be dangerous. And you've shied away from those for quite some time. Rhiannon, I chose you because I, too, am learning a lesson.
And that lesson is?
There is justice in the common man. But a justice that Ezra does not understand.
I'm of the mind there's a lot of things that Ezra doesn't seem to understand. And he's just going about doing his own crazy thing.
He is. Ezra had, at one point, a good heart.
Really?
Once upon a time, I believe so.
Yeah, but apparently you also believed in the doom of Avalon at some point, so I'm going to go with you at a bit of a character judgment lapse there.
The face that Pega is wearing twists into a sad smile. Yes, I may not be mortal, but I am certainly not perfect.
That's reassuring. I was starting to wonder, you chose me, and that was already a crazy decision, so...
Pega sets one of their gauntleted hands on your shoulder and says, "No, but you have the makings of perfection. Perfection is a thing that I've come to realize that is by its very nature imperfect. There is beauty in things that are unpolished. There's beauty in things that are broken, that can be mended. And if anybody has shown me that someone can mend something in the most devious, underhanded, sneaky, and downright infuriating way, it is you, Rhiannon.
I mean, you're right about the sneaky and downright infuriating. I will give you that much.
Yes.
So,
Sometimes
wait.
I am right.
Is my photo going to end up on this wall at some point? Because that's really creepy.
Pega
Priorities.
turns. And with another gesture, the hall that you were in, that as you look beyond this portrait of Ezra, there was a darkness. But the light extends a little bit farther. Traced in light, being brought out of the surface of the wall that had been apparently painted this bright crimson. A frame begins to appear, curling, varying embellishments, but also along the frame, cracks. But almost just in the right place, like a sort of rustic style. In between the frame, an image begins to waver into place. You recognize the smug, confident grin that, unlike the noble paintings before them, not quite so stoic, but in fact lively and bright. The portrait of you, Rhiannon, shines very bright, and you can almost swear that as the light hits the portrait, there's even a wink. You are a Knight of Avalon. Yes.
You have been subscribed for 3 months, and as such, I give you this new diploma.
Is my nose really that big? That's such a weird photo. Anyways, you went with that one? All right, well, I guess I'm done bringing down the property value of this place with this Eternal photo. So let's continue on deeper into this place. I haven't seen all of it yet. I do love castles.
Pega gives you a grin as the face shifts from Ezra to yours again. And Pega says, I'll have you know, your nose is a perfectly fine size. Thank you very much.
Oh,
So-
good. Now I feel like I'm talking with myself. This is, if I wasn't already thinking I was crazy, this will just do it. But, Pega, let's continue.
Pega shrugs. And for the first time, you hear this almost like looking at a painting only in monochromatic colors, like a streak of red, as Pega shrugs and says, magic's a bitch like that, right?
You've been
Come on.
spending too much time with me, Pega. But let's continue.
And as you step forward, beyond the dark veil where your portrait rests, you step into what looks like a larger hall, a larger, about 50-foot by 60-foot room. It looks like a museum. Glass cases full of coins, jewels, armor, rings, swords, shields, even a crown. So, I'm going to give you a guess what we're doing here,
Okay.
and you may or may not be right, says Pega.
Huh. I'm gonna go with the game is not find the shiniest, prettiest thing in this place and run away with it.
No. Glad you're catching on.
You're not gonna let me have that much fun in this place, so.
No. If I say something that hasn't seen the light of day since early Thea, you think I'm just going to let you take everything?
Yeah, no, I know.
Gotta save some for the other kids trying to save the world in Vadachi.
Where's the fun in that, though?
I guess we'll find out. Pega gestures with their hand. So, what do you think we're looking for here?
Probably looking for something that can't be found right now.
Ooh, getting warmer.
Oh, good. Looking
What-
for something that I don't even know. Can't be seen?
Yeah, warmer. You're in a room full of old artifacts from ancient Avalon.
Mm-hmm.
My title is Pega the Unseen.
Yeah.
How do you think I did that?
Became invisible.
Pega nods.
So, in theory, either something made you invisible, or there's some way to create invisibility.
The familiar smug grin appears across Pega's new face. Yeah, one of those. Have a look.
Okay. I'm gonna wander through and see if there's anything that seems I don't even know. Just unassuming.
As
There's
you're
any
looking,
place that looks weird.
yeah, as you're looking around, you are looking through all the varying cases. You see a sword made of pure silver with sapphires encrusted into the hilt.
So
You s-
pretty.
You see a harp that is strung with gold strings. You see a crown that the jewels themselves within them flicker faintly like the stars. Until eventually you get to one case that has an empty, almost like coat rack like hanger in it with nothing there.
Oh, I'm
like
going
someone-
for that.
So the case is enclosed in solid glass.
Mhm.
There doesn't seem to be a door on the case.
Can I touch the glass? Is it actually physically there?
Please take your seats.
As you reach your hand out to touch the glass, you find that your hand goes through the glass.
Yeah.
And as your hand goes through the glass, you don't really see your hand through the other side of it either.
Oh god, I lost my hand.
But near the coat, closer to the coat rack, you feel your hand touch fabric.
Okay, I grabbed the fabric.
Okay, as you grab the fabric,
Wait,
The
what kind of
glass-
fabric is this?
it feels like silk.
Ooh, okay.
As you grab the fabric, the image of the glass case with the coat rack in it disappears, and a shimmering silver cloak now hangs in your hands. This was mine once, you know. I
Mhm.
mean, still is. Now it's yours to use. It had not one, but two abilities.
Okay.
One, yes, I could do the more boring thing and make myself go unseen.
That's the
Or-
boring thing.
Pega's grin reflects around and nods. And as Pega reaches out with their gauntleted hand and kind of just twists the fabric a little, within about 5 feet of the cloak, projects an image of Kelsamat silently going,
Oh man. All of those times I planned on using Kelsamat to get coin, I can actually do that now. Anyways. I know, use the powers for good. Use the powers for good. Got it.
Pega-
I'm learning that.
Pega grins and goes, honey, we have 2 Kelsamat now to get us twice the coin. This is just the display model.
Oh.
With a similar
Wonderful.
laugh. Pega throws their head back as well. So, you ready to get out of here? We got shit to do.
Well, let's go.
Go ahead, put it on. You'll look great in it.
I spin.
As you spin and throw it on, by the time you spin, you're back on the grassy knoll.
Oh, okay.
So, They're at some guy's house, I think, if I were overheard correctly. You know, being semi-immortal has its perks.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be taking you right there. But don't freak out. I think I can smell Kells from here.
But how many?
Just the one.
Not if you've got the stream up.
Wait a second, isn't there now 3?
We're gonna win this with an army of Kalsamats, guys. That's how this goes down.
We're going to charm our way into that castle.
Panache, baby.
And into their hearts.
And probably their undergarments.
No, that's definitely not probably.
There's not problem.
Wallets. Into their wallets.
And definitely the wallets.
I'm not
Hey,
so
good.
good at the wallets.
That's okay. You don't need to be.
Pega gives you one more grin, and with a nudge, still with their face looking like your own. Ready to show these guys what a real fucking night looks like?
Let's give her.
Pega nods. And as you look away from Pega, you are at the steps of a small, dilapidated house in Isom.
All right. Let's rock and roll. I'll knock on the door.
As you knock on the door, you guys hear the knock. And
Can I answer it?
Faust looks at you. I suppose.
Thanks. And butts the door. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna see Rhea. And I'm gonna go, what the fuck? And then I'm gonna shut the door again.
Yes.
Nice to see you too. I mean, I could just go get a drink unless you guys don't want me.
Okay, no, you can come in. I'll open the door.
Sorry. Weird magic shit. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you later.
You hear
Well,
Pega
it's
behind.
standard now.
You hear Pega behind you. Excuse you.
Going with the easy to explain, okay?
Fine.
Hey, wait, Pega's with her.
You can't. None of you guys can see
She's
Pega,
in her head, isn't she?
but Rhiannon.
But she's still talking to her.
But Rhiannon can now hear whenever she needs. You can hear Pega or even summon an image of her.
I can see it
yeah.
right next to
Just-
Rhea.
yes,
Right now. I can see
Right
it.
there.
This is definitely fake. That's what you are, Bumper.
But yeah, so if you ever turn back with the intention of seeing Pega, you do. And you can always hear their voice.
Are you
have
okay?
treats. It looks like you have treats.
It's actually a pencil. That is what I have.
That's close enough.
Apparently, yes. Yeah, I'm fine. Where are we? Who is this person? How can I explain everything on my end later?
Do you want to just come in?
Yeah.
He's don't freak out.
Uh-huh.
Don't attack him. Don't steal his stuff.
Okay, that last one.
I know, but I really wouldn't. Just don't. Just don't steal his
I can hear you.
Oh,
Talk really
God.
quietly.
And he's doing a special offer on vampire deals.
Don't take it.
Buy one, get one free.
Come on, Faust, we're friends now. Lighten up a little, eh?
Sorry.
Laugh. Come on.
You see one eye just go over red as his brain begins to hemorrhage from the stupidity of everything you just said.
That's it. It's official. He's part of the crew.
Ah, yes. Once they hemorrhage, that's when you know. That's when you know.
So, as I'm sorry, I just got distracted. Apparently, Potato Hollow has already identified her war cry.
Oh no,
think
that
he's-
was me.
Okay.
Oh, really
They
good.
just fixed it for me.
Oh, good. I'm very glad. Yay. So, Rhea, as you enter this small house to see your friends, including Marina, and the long black-haired, pale-skinned man in the large backed cushioned chair. How was your trip?
Wonderful. There's some great castles.
Yes.
You
And then
went
he
to
looks
a castle?
It's just for sightseeing.
It's a long
come with you.
story.
he
I
looks
know.
he looks past you and says, "You had an interesting guide. I'm glad that I was able to catch the glimpse that I did."
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I had a great tour guide. Saw some
If you don't-
sights.
If you would like to fill her in, be my
Yes.
guest.
Someone please.
Well, Rhea, this is Faust. He is.
Interesting.
Yes, he has the same goals as us. He's been stealing some things from our.
Our favorite person? Figure.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts.
Just don't get too close. He's complicated.
A bloodsucker.
Yes.
He's altered.
I was trying to tell her nicely.
Got it. Okay. Fun.
In similar manners as your brother
Oh. Wonderful.
and many other people.
Oh God, really? No. How many? Do we know? Do you have a number?
6 million.
Well,
I just made that up. Just ignore
there
it.
goes this.
Managed to stop the influx of people being experimented on. We are trying to find a way to take them down together.
Cool. All right.
Just roll with
He's
it. You'll be fine.
also-
First plan.
He's also requested that we eliminate him once we're done.
Una is very keen on that idea.
Cool. Una, vampire slayer. Got it.
Isn't it?
Anyways.
It's more that the world doesn't need any more. I apologize, Faust, but monsters around. And since Faust wishes to be disposed of, I don't see why we can't grant this.
You're not interested in a cure, Faust?
I've been searching for a cure in what notes I had from Larkenstein.
Do you die the same as normal people? Or are we gonna have to find that out? Like, it's gonna be like a trial and error thing.
I am not a man of science, nor do I really understand how Larkenstein did this to me.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, we can still try and look for a cure on the way. So, you never know. Don't give up hope.
We shall see.
I mean, for that eager to die, by all means, do not let me stop you. But
We might be able to find more notes in the tower when we get there before we destroy everything. Though all the equipment that he has will be rendered useless. Oh, the current plan, Rhea, is to take some of the corpses that Faust has stolen and return them, but filled with gunpowder.
okay.
And we're going to essentially act like we're joining them, and explosions.
Cool.
It seemed the only sensible way to get into the tower. Sensible. That's probably the wrong word.
Cool.
But
Well,
I
he
mean,
wants all of us to join him, so
And just sorry, totally crazy question. Why are we trusting him? Are we sure he's actually trying to have the same goals as us? Sorry, Faust, I just need to ask the obvious question. But We know he's definitely trying to do this. We know he's not just trying to lure us in there for whatever godforsaken reason. I'm looking for the trap.
We kind of figured we have to go there anyway.
He was pretty convincing.
He hasn't
I-
eaten us.
Could have killed them 5 times over by now.
Yeah, that still
That's
sounds
that's
like.
being modest.
Now, I do have a very pressing concern.
Yes.
With all of this blood and guts and cannons and things, can we put maybe a little bit of glitter in or something just to lighten the mood?
Glitter cannon!
I have a feeling that with all these bodies exploding and things, it's going to be quite morbid. And one does not like to make a town too morbid. I feel a little bit of glitter addition will lighten the mood, and we could maybe even make this into a festival day.
Your gigolo is joking, right?
No, he doesn't really know
I
where this
don't think he
tower
is.
is. If it was in the middle of a town, it would be a great idea. But this tower is actually in the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
So no one's going to know except for the people that we're trying to kill.
Might take them by surprise.
Totally.
Marina leans over and says, "You know, I mean, we could put a little bit of glitter in. It's just like nobody's going to see it other than us."
How about we do it this way instead? Instead of putting glitter, we put shrapnel,
Both
because that
Both.
will
Shrapnel's
sparkle
shiny.
as it shatters.
glittery
And,
shrapnel.
yes,
Mix
Yes.
it all in together.
metal
Perfect.
sharp. Ticks both boxes that way.
okay, but I will need to buy a new hat.
You can buy a new hat.
Why? Why the hat?
Don't you
Why
ever
not?
do things just to make yourself feel a little bit better about things?
No.
Oh,
That
It's
says a
okay,
lot about you,
Gregory.
Gregory.
We'll get you a new knife. It'll feel good.
Get you a bench. Will that make you feel better?
Ooh,
A
I
whole
can buy
bench?
you a chair.
I mean, no.
and you can hit them with it.
Yeah.
Not these guys. I mean, the people that shot you.
Just a weaponized chair.
Yeah. Why the fuck
It's like
not?
one of those fold down ones.
We can get you a Swiss Army chair.
Is it wrong that I reckon Gregory would really like that? Like a camping
Una would
chair.
really think of that to give him, though.
Yeah.
I'm picturing how I can actually make one right now with our
Are we
dining room.
turning
chair.
this into another shopping episode?
Yes,
This is
yes,
a
we are.
conversation we're actually having.
Yeah, sorry, Faust. I guess you're fairly new to this. This is how we are. This is who you signed on to work with. It's gonna
It's
be
worked
great.
for us so far.
You have to remember, when there's a lot of darkness in the world, sometimes you need to lighten it up a little, huh?
With hats and
Glitter
glitter.
cannon.
Glittery
I
hat.
hate light.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, that says a lot about you, though.
Get what you need. And meet me in 2 hours.
Do you know a good carpenter?
No, I don't. Now take your shenanigans elsewhere.
Okay.
Gregory
Excuse
is the first one out the door.
Kells walks back through the landing and climbs back out the window and climbs back up to untie his rope.
Marina, seeing you do this, she goes, "I'm just going to go the front way. Be careful."
Oh yes, of course.
Oh, good.
And Marina turns to Una and says, "We made the vampire say shenanigans."
I did.
We should tick that one off the list.
It was a
Please.
bingo card, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm dying.
So, what is it that you guys want to do? Well, how are you going to prep?
You go find a chair.
I need to find a cart.
I want to find
Okay.
a glittery hat for Kells.
Oh god, maybe 2 carts. Well, I've got to somehow transport 36 barrels of gunpowder.
Oh,
How the
that's
hell are we
like
going to do that?
That's a lot.
6 barrels per cart.
That's You can't have a siege with 6 barrels of gunpowder.
Well, you're gonna need 6 carts.
But that's a lot of carts.
Well, you're a big, strong
One
man.
for each of us.
Why don't you just, like, roll them all in a line?
This is why you don't play with the gunpowder.
Usually.
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure
Take-
he plays with the gunpowder aboard his own ship.
Probably.
No, he doesn't. I asked the crew. No, he doesn't.
No, I am actually not allowed.
Not after that last time.
Not
No,
after the.
I was using it as a magic trick. What I was doing is I was putting a little bit on each finger, and I was like, oh, I am a mage. And making a little bit of smoke come up, and there was this one time I set up the whole barrel. It's not allowed anymore.
And that is why it's not a twin-mast ship.
You know, Griffin used to have a twin brother. Thanks.
Shut up, Griffin.
I'm not even in this scene. What the hell?
Hearing that voice come out of Faust is hilarious.
Just like last week, hearing Faust's voice come out of Marina. I know. Now I have to be Griffin next week. Shit.
Yes, yes, do it, please.
Oh, that's
Okay.
So, go ahead and think about how you guys are going to do this. If I'm not mistaken, we're actually getting close to our first break, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes, well done for keeping that in mind. I'm gonna go and help Grigory today. That's my plan. Help Grigory.
That seems fair.
Help.
Good.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
I'll have that prepped and ready to go.
I actually am going to find a chair.
Okay.
I want it to be an extremely sturdy chair, but small enough that, or really more of a stool.
Okay.
Small enough that Gregory carrying it with him and like saying, oh, it's because I'm so big I don't fit in most seats.
Like
will
an
be
extendable
kind of
portable bar stool.
not quite. I'm thinking like of an average stool, but really sturdy, like built very, very well.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Rhea and Layla, what are you going to be up to?
How accessible is glitter?
You could probably go to like a craft store. They might have some kind of like, like just sparkling kind of
Yeah,
like
cutlery.
metallic- Yeah.
I want us all to have pink glittery hats for our adventure.
Okay.
God.
So you can go and find something for that.
I know, Alex,
Awesome.
it's very me. I'm not being at all proactive in this mission. But I'm making us look good, so...
One more thing, while I'm searching for a carpenter, I'm also going to search for a blacksmith. Because
Okay.
I want to take any metal bits, like cuttings or whatever that he or she might have.
Okay.
I'll also keep my eye out for a blacksmith while I'm looking for glittery hats.
Okay.
I'm doing something helpful.
Rhea probably tags along on the blacksmith search purely because she also wants to either find an upgraded version of the bad date knife, bad date dagger, or she's just looking for, a backup, just in
Yep.
case.
You got it.
The
and
backup. It's a two-handed claymore.
It's the backup. So
Can we
And
fit that in my coat?
One is the bad date knife, the other is the bad day knife.
the other one's called "He Forgot My Anniversary." So, and then who's taking Marina? Kels?
Yes, Marina should come along with me and Grigory. I'll show Grigory how me and Marina have become good friends, and he will learn to trust her.
I would really
I
rather
hope not through a visual demonstration. And that's where we're going to take our break. So, that being said, why don't we have, let's say, Alex and Jay? Let you guys, do your thing, seeing as you're in the same building. And we'll talk with these wonderful people over here that are still going to be sitting at the thing if they want to still sit at the thing. If a third person wants to go too, we can also do that. So,
Cool. I'll make tea. See you in a minute.
all right, cool. But chat, if you have any questions about what Faust's favorite color is, or anything more about Kel's chest hair, or what
Wanna go
Una
to?
might like to eat for dinner every once in a while, go ahead and hit us with those.
Can we just say as well at the moment, how much of a picture does Natalie look right now? Like with like the wine glass in
cute.
hand. I am so jelly. I want
I want some wine.
yeah, so do I. Like
I should.
I do
should
this
go
whole
send my husband to the store.
I do this whole thing where I'm like, no, it's Tuesday. I shouldn't drink on a Tuesday, but I feel like that's the alcoholic talking in me, you know?
Yeah, you really shouldn't like rationalize yourself out of it. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's what quitters do, right? That's what people with problems do.
Exactly. You know what fixes those problems? Wine.
Kells is feeling fairly flippant this week. I apologize, but it's fun.
It's all good. This is fun. I have an
Oh, you know
invisibility
what?
cloak.
I'm gonna go ahead and go since I just realized that on second break, if there's only 2 people there, it's gonna be a little bit harder. So I'll be right back.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
I mean, they're pro streamers. You don't have to.
Keep it even.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
I believe in the Alex and Jay show, but still.
well, I mean, that's what they do, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, they do great. In fact, that's what we should do in this little break here. Is just give them another little shout out there.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Like-
hit that exclamation SO.
Yeah, and they're going for a big move at the minute as well. So like all of the attention and support you guys can throw their way will be very, very
Yeah.
much appreciated. Very much appreciated because it's kind of a tragedy. Like their landlord pulled the full what's name?
Rug out from under them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the full Montgomery
The landlord's
Scrooge.
a prick.
Ebenezer Scrooge, that's the word, not Montgomery.
There you go.
Montgomery. Hello, I'm Montgomery Scrooge.
No, I mixed up Monty Burns and
Oh yeah,
Ebenezer Scrooge because you know they're so interchangeable.
yeah.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
See now, Montgomery Scrooge just sounds like some rich asshole from Manchester.
Why Manchester? There's not rich assholes in Manchester. Like
It's
what?
it works with the accent. That's all.
Manchester. No.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
I am looking forward to playing Scrooge this year. There's got to be at least one game where I get to play Scrooge.
Oh, God.
Because I want to do my Michael Caine Scrooge. Because Michael Caine is the best Scrooge, alright?
Michael Caine is a god. I love him, period.
Of all the Christmas carols I've watched, not
Yeah.
a one of them, not a single Scrooge, in my estimations, stands up to Michael Caine Scrooge in the fucking Muppets.
Okay, that movie is a freaking classic, though. It is beautiful.
It is a
No,
classic. It is a classic. Don't know. But serious, like, movies would be
Agreed.
slightly better if you took Michael Caine out of that movie and put it in this one, you know? Like,
I love Michael Caine.
Michael Caine's amazing.
Anyways.
Staying in character. Hey, guys.
Oh yeah, we're doing the whole character. I am Faust. I am unhappy, and I do not like anything.
Aw, emo Faust. Go
You know,
listen to
but-
some My Chemical Romance. It'll be fine.
That's actually one of my favorite bands. So
Oh, okay, cool.
Really?
yeah, oh yeah, I
Learn
love that
something
song.
new every day.
Oh yeah. Oh, like I was at least my albums, not so much my clothing, but I was a total emo kid back in the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah, high school Natalie was goth and heavy metal. So, like, that's where I went.
Yeah, you
I
know,
love it.
I like everything these days, but still every now and again I just need to get a bit of like Disturbed or Papa Roach on and just like...
Yeah. Love Disturbed.
You know, every now and again when I talk about the 4 seasons of content that I wrote, when like people are like, oh, you don't prep, and I'm like, I do, look what all the prep I did. Essentially, there's the story I wanted to tell, and that's the
Oh
4
yeah, I can tell that. I can see that from
That's
here.
the 4 seasons of prep I did to get to the story I want to tell. That was all inspired by a Disturbed album that I hadn't heard for ages, and I listened in and I was like, oh.
Aw.
Wait, you did 4 seasons worth of prep
Uh-huh.
on 1 page.
Yes.
Ah.
That's a lot of prep for
Right.
me.
Cool.
Are you okay? You seem triggered.
I'm slightly disturbed.
Ah.
just a little bit. You should see the documents that I have for my characters.
This-
Are
in
way
fact,
more developed.
It's not even really
than
like... So, like, this is, like, questioning myself. And then this is sort of answering myself, and then that's season 1, season 2, season 3, and season 4.
So really, it's just half a page.
Yeah. Oh God, cat. No. Sorry.
I love it. I love it.
I'm.
Oh, Strat.
Yep.
well done.
Totally disturbed. This
Yeah.
is not okay.
Which is funny because we were just talking about
Talking
Disturbed
about
the band,
Man.
and it's
Yeah.
come full circle. Yeah.
See, perfect. A
Really
perfect
good at
circle,
that.
which is another great band. Anyway. I'm just gonna start making bad music references. That the shit I listened to in high school. Ooh.
Oh yeah. I listened to a lot of Manson back then as well.
I actually went. My first concert ever was Marilyn Manson concert. Freaking
My first
beautiful
concert was
theatrics.
Korn.
Huh?
My first concert was Korn.
Nice.
That's a good one.
It was for my 16th birthday or 15th birthday.
Yeah.
What? The
I
first
went to
gig
see
I
Korn
ever.
in concert for my 15th birthday.
That's amazing. The first gig I ever went to was I was also 15, I think, and I went to go and see the Levelers, who played at the Margate Winter Gardens, the tiniest gig that they must have ever done on their tour, and it was absolutely fantastic. It was an auditorium sort of building with a tiny little like stage area at the front, and like there was like a dance floor that was obviously cleared for like ballroom stuff and that sort of thing, and seats all around, and they'd sold enough tickets for all the seats, but we were all in that little ballroom area,
Right.
and it was absolutely
nice.
amazing.
That's fun.
Yeah.
My first gig that I chose to go to, I was 14. 14? Yeah, 14. And that was Aiden and Bullet for My Valentine up in London. It was great. And Silverstein, who weren't famous then, are famous now. Really good.
Wild Engineer says that he saw Queens of the Stone Age open for the 9 Inch Nails. I
Oh
saw
my
the
God.
last
Oh,
gig
nice.
that Queens of the Stone Age did before they broke up, before they reformed.
Oh my god.
Yeah. When they were supporting the Foo Fighters.
Oh, both of those would be so good to see.
Foo Fighters were
Oh.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really good stagemen.
Yeah. No, Marilyn Manson's still one of the best theatrical performances. Pink.
Yes, I said Marilyn Manson as well. It was really good.
Yeah. Pink is the other one that's like phenomenal that I've seen within the last number of years, and I love her. So
You are
totally
missing out.
not very different range of music, but still.
Oh, I love Pink.
Talking about the
Oh.
first gig you went to. He heard me say Marilyn Manson and he was like, I'm missing out.
I mean, he is.
His first one was Download 2009, he said.
Oh, I was
Which, for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's like a massive alternative music festival, basically.
I was at Download 2010 when AC/DC did the Black Ice tour. That was a fantastic gig. Aerosmith demanded the last day, so on the first night, I can't remember if it was the first night. I think first night was AC/DC headlining, second night Rage Against the Machine headlining, but Aerosmith were like, we're not going to do Download unless we get the headline, and it fucking pretty much rained them off. Like, just sort of like, yo, as far as the British are concerned, you know,
I think it was 2014 I went to Download. I saw Bowling for Soup, and weirdly they sound exactly the same as they did like 10 years ago, and exactly the same as they do on their albums. It was really bizarre. I was expecting them to be not as good, but they were actually really good.
I mean, that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
It was really good. I was just really surprised.
There's nothing worse than going to see a band or a singer or whatever, and like they sound nothing like they do on the album. It's like you're
Yeah.
not really singing and playing music.
Live
you're
music
just-
makes me really nervous. Like,
Mm-hmm.
not last year, the year before, I went to see Korn, who are like my favorite band ever, and I was really nervous before we went because I thought I've loved them for years, and what if they sound
This
awful
goes
live?
horribly.
No, yeah.
Yeah, they were fantastic. I saw Disturbed recently as well. They were really good.
Oh,
You're
I saw
welcome, Jay.
Disturbed years ago,
you.
years and years.
I've
ago.
never
I still
seen
love.
Disturbed. I want to.
They're
to.
really good live.
I
And Limp
know,
Bizkit.
I know, of course.
I saw
they are.
Disturbed and Limp Bizkit together, and both of them were absolutely amazing. Like hands down, one of the best gigs I've ever been to. That was
And
my
what we've
phone.
done there is we've made me jelly. Let's get back into the narrative, please, Derek.
This is all because I made a My Chemical Romance reference. That's it.
This is what
And-
you get for putting alternative people on a stream together.
Apparently, yeah.
Next break, join us as we'll be discussing country music, and then the viewership just dropped.
And they're I think the players. I'm not sure.
Oh.
So,
I can talk country a little, not much though.
well, I can talk country a real lot, but it looks silly coming out of Foss body. So
I was drinking.
you're welcome for that, young lady. But now we're going to get back into the narrative. This here swashbuckling sorcery game that we like to call Scattered Ashes. So,
Yeah, go do that the entire time. Have fun.
oh God, no. So our narrative swings over to Kells, Marina, and Grigory. Nope, wrong one. Sorry, that was a little too
That was
much.
a very dramatic third pop.
So you guys make your way through Ison. You're looking for a cart. You have all those barrels you need to collect. And I feel like there was one more thing.
So, middle of the street. Grigory is going to turn to Kells. You know that cannon that we've got on the ship?
We call her Old Thumper.
Does it work?
If you thump her.
That is so no. Darling, no, please.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, taking all 36 barrels of gunpowder is not only foolish, but it would leave the ship undefended.
Look, I'll tell you what. Grigory, you seem like a man of honor. Good!
Yeah.
Questionable honor. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Why don't we go and find someone who is a retailer of carts, someone who sells many carts. I will distract them and his men, whilst you make off with 6 carts. And we face the consequences after we have already been way out of town with the barrels and they find us. And then we say, hey, yes, we stole your carts, but look, we also killed a vampire and a werewolf, so small price, really.
Or we just take 6 barrels.
Why? Look, go big or go home, Grigory.
We're also already carrying a load of corpses along with it.
Well, even more reason to avoid suspicion.
By parading 6 carts full of corpses through the forest.
Well, you see, now that sounds really obvious until you say forest.
I'm not a bright man, but that is stupid.
Why would that be stupid?
Well, I mean, for a start, the birds. Just think of the amount of birds that we would just be hassled by.
I am always hassled by birds.
Of course you are.
So what is it you guys are doing? Marina, kind of tapping her foot on the cobblestone path, goes, okay, so are we doing something that makes sense, or are we doing what Kells is saying?
I suppose ultimately up to Grigory, but I think we could get 6 carts and fill them with both gunpowder and corpses.
Where are we going to get all those corpses?
Well, Faust's got a load of corpses, isn't he? Well, that's what he said.
Well, yes, but...
I mean, hopefully not that many.
I think we would know by the smell if we had a bunch of corpses.
And I mean, if anyone notices us, you know, stealing all the carts and things, and we just have more corpses.
I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
I am definitely not okay with that. I am a doctor.
That's question.
Fine, patience.
Did I not heal you?
You did heal me. It was very good.
I'm fine. I appreciate all your work.
Then how am I questionably a doctor, Grigory?
Well, you hesitated when it came to the vampire offering you whatever it was.
There is this look of guilt on her face. She says, there is a certain appeal to being able to have a promised longevity to continue helping people, isn't there?
Oh, she's just so good. Yes. I can see where you're coming with that. Yeah.
But that is what I took into consideration. If I had to promise that I would somehow manage it, and
I mean, it
And-
makes
and-
perfect sense to me. Let me know.
Okay. Well, in any case, let's just ignore all of that for now, and let's just try and go and get one cart. Let's start basic, start simple. See what we can fit into one cart. See what is actually still left on the ship, considering we've left them all alone.
Oh, you're a genius.
What?
We take one of the flat-bottom ships, one of the river crafts, we put wheels on it, and then we can have that as one giant cart and put everything in there. I see what you mean now, but I see how much we can fit in one cart.
That's actually quite a good idea. That is actually quite a good idea.
I'm sorry, can you run that by me again? He said it so fast, and it's the same sound that he makes when he's doing the thing, and I just get so lost in it. What?
Shh. No.
Don't cheapen this.
So, what the captain is saying is we should get a boat, small boat, a barge perhaps,
Yes.
raise it, somehow fit wheels to it.
Well, they're very long, so you could just put an
Yep.
axle under the front, and we could do it like the ancient, whatever the equivalent of this world's Egyptians are. Heronians, probably.
We're just gonna say, for the sake of the fact I don't have those books, the Egyptians.
You see, we run around to the front of the cart with the axle, we put it down on the ground, we roll the boat onto the next one. We have about
Do we
10
have-
of these going at once.
Do we have the time to do that?
What? No,
Bro,
no.
how-
I was just thinking that we would just get a craftsman or something to build an axle strong enough, and then we just put the boat on it.
I'm not exactly a chemist, but what if we took a carriage and put like 4 barrels in it?
Well, yes.
I mean, that to me seems like a lot simpler. It's not quite as big, but I think it'd probably be easier to get a couple carriages than getting a barge out of some water. And Faust said 2 hours, and it's a deadly spend. She pulls out a pocket watch from her
Right.
coat.
I see your point.
They
Yeah.
spend like
We should just get a carriage.
Okay, why don't we
Yeah,
go to
why?
a cart salesman and just see how many carts we can inspire out of him?
that. What do you mean inspire?
I'm
mean
good at
steal?
inspiring generosity out of certain people.
He means steel.
Okay, I guess if that is exactly what you if that is what you want to do it, I mean, as long as nobody gets hurt, I don't mind.
Oh, no one ever gets hurt around us.
And she looks at Gregory and just goes, yeah, sure.
I mean, yes, it's normally me that gets hurt, but no one else does. Unless it's a really bad day.
Okay, because I am pretty sure that I heard about somebody getting hit with benches. That wasn't you, was it?
They fell.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
I was just trying to help them up.
Okay, no, I believe you. I totally 100% believe you.
You're lying.
I'm being nice. Jesus.
Okay, anyway. So yes, let's go and find a cart quickly. Not a cart, a carriage. And a horse. We're gonna need at least 3 horses.
Holy shit, are we blowing up a horse too?
No. Although we could.
We could, but I think we refrain. Unless we can fit a
Instead-
barrel in a horse, in which case that would be good because we could carry an extra barrel.
Alex, if I could give you disadvantage on your next roll for that gesture. It's
I
a mental
deserve it.
image. I did not
I
mean-
deserve it. Fine. That's 3 now.
So,
So we need a carriage and some horses.
okay.
Quickly.
So you guys are gonna go look for a carriage and some horses. So, meantime, Una, you were looking for a blacksmith, correct?
Yes, and a carpenter.
And a carpenter. Okay, which do you want to try to hit up first?
Let's go find a carpenter first, because if I need him to enhance something, then I can have him do that while I'm getting to the blacksmith.
Okay, sounds good. So
Una's pretty efficient when it comes to stuff like that. Excuse me. Kitty! Excuse me.
So, as Una makes her way towards as she makes her way through Versha, looking for a carpenter, she's harassed by a small cat that she eventually shoos away, and she happens upon a small carpenter shop that is being run by a younger man with longer blonde hair. He's wearing an open vest, linen white shirt. He's currently chiseling away at what looks like a fairly decent chair. It's got some embellishments on it. Kind of looks like something that you might expect a lord to sit in as you enter the shop. And he looks up and, hello, can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking for a stool for a very large friend of mine. He's very heavy and tends to break things very easily. I was wondering if maybe you had something really sturdy. Maybe with, I don't know, metal reinforcement, perhaps?
Well, at this moment in time, I don't have any stools like that. I would have to probably, we probably have to commission one. I mean, I do have a good few sturdy, big like stumps that I use for larger pieces. Like I'm talking like very big things that's coming from the Leverwald, which is there are big trees in there. If you need a short notice.
Yes. Like really short notice. And she flashes her her disarming smile and says, "Oh, you know, about 2 hours."
I don't know that I could produce something in 2 hours. I mean, I'd say stump, yeah, but if you have like a cart or something, or
I don't have a cart. Perhaps you have something that is already made that's sturdy that you could, you know, beef it up a little bit.
Well, I have a table. I've got a very nice table that I never got the full commission for. It was made for about 8 people eating on it. And they were from Weston, so they have no table manners up there.
Of course.
And if you'd like to see it, I can show you, but I'm not sure that the table is really what you're looking for.
No, not really.
It is big. It is pretty stable.
Oh, I'm sure, but I'm looking for a chair, not a table.
Yeah.
Looking around to the store, do I see anything that does look like it might suit my needs? I'm really just looking for a really sturdy stool.
Yeah. You're not seeing anything particularly quite this size. You know, it doesn't look like he's really catering to people like, hey, welcome to Dieter's stools and things. It's more of like, you know, the occasional chest and things. A lot of it looks like it's stuff that he's finished, but more like display pieces.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for your help. I'll check somewhere else.
Okay. Good luck. Rosenbeinbrück. Yeah. And he nods to you as you leave the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And you begin making your way, try and find another carpenter?
I'm actually just gonna go to the blacksmith.
Okay. All right. So as you're making your way towards blacksmith, asking around, That's when you find Layla. Layla, are you looking for the blacksmith first, or the lady, or a lady or man who can make you sparkly, shiny hats?
I'm gonna kind of wander in the same direction as Una. Not quite with her, but kind of ish. Whichever one I come across first.
Okay.
Preferably sparkly hats, but if we make it to the blacksmith first, then I guess we'll go there.
Okay, gotcha. So as you're sort of wandering around looking for something that would be fashionable, you do find a hat maker. You find a display window with a number of differing style hats, some tricorns, some big cavalier hats, some like smaller little ones that are just about the size of like, that kind of like goth Lolita kind of like sits on the side of your head kind of thing. There's a plethora of them. And the sign above the door translates to cherry on top.
Oh, I'm going in there.
Okay, so you go in there. And an older woman, about her mid 40s, 50s. She has black hair, little bits of gray streaks in them, as she is delicately folding a little bit of fabric, pinning it. She has these kind of half crescent glasses resting on the bridge of her nose. She looks up, she says, "Oh, hello. What can I do for you?"
Hello. Do you make hats? Well, obviously you make hats. Do you have glittery hats, or hats you can put glitter on?
Yeah. I think I have like a few glittery ones. Let me see here. And she goes over across the room. There's a couple of displays, and she picks up one that is sort of what might look like a very early kind of top hat. It's a little bit longer in the front and back, like kind of like a Stetson. And there's little bits of like silver sequin along the top, and just sort of a flourish from the brow over to the side, with a little bit of like green and red feather topping.
Would you say that is a good hat for a ladies' man? With chest.
Are we talking about a particular man who is already with a lady, or are we talking about just someone who is like, what is his name? Smells Kassat.
Both.
Okay.
But yes, I need a hat for him. A glittery hat for him.
Okay.
I'm gonna stare intently at her the whole time.
Well, I have this one, and she goes over, and she goes behind the counter, and she pulls open this box. It looks a little dusty. It is covered in purple wrapping paper that was never opened. And the tag on it says "To Johnny." And she says, "Well, Mr. Deep never picked this up, so I will go ahead and I don't think he'd care to open it. He's probably dead." And she rips open the old wrapping paper and pulls out of this box this hat that is basically like a cavalier's hat, but it is covered in blue and gold and silver and red sequins.
Perfect.
And there is a long purple feather that she kind of unfolds and straightens and from the box and sticks in the back of it. She says, "Is that you are? Would this be more like to your liking?"
That is absolutely perfect. Thank you. I think he'll love it.
Okay, well,
as he would.
yes. The young man, he looked very green around the gills. Asked for this hat, and I was very confused. But if you think that this will fit your friends, then I am more than happy to pay for it. And if Mr. Deep ever comes by again, then I will make a new hat.
Yes,
So.
That hat would be perfect. Do you have any other glittery hats? I have a princess lady, a very big, tall man that's not very clever, but he likes glitter, a guy that's scared of the sunlight, and a woman that likes money.
Mein Gott. Okay. Yeah. Let me.
And me.
Do you want a glittery hat too?
Yeah, I want a little one.
Ah, those are my favorite.
No,
She
no, no.
says, as she goes, it will take me maybe, so are we talking full sequence like this one? Or are we talking, like just sort of smatterings here and there?
Well, I'm on a very, very, very tight limit of about 2 hours. So probably ones that you've already got in stock, maybe.
Well, I have a
Unless
few.
you're, like super nimble fingers.
Well, I have a few that I can add some more sequins to.
Perfect.
Okay, good. 2 hours, you said?
Yes.
Okay, wunderbar. I will do just that. Go ahead and you can come back in about, I would say, 45 minutes.
You are perfect. Thank you very much. You're
I try.
my new favorite person. I'll tell everyone how wonderful you are.
Oh, thank you. She extends her hand. She says, "I'm Emma, by the way."
I'm Layla. It's very nice to
Oh.
meet you.
That is a lovely name. Nice to meet you too. And she kind of looks at you and just there's this like small like note or like recognition. She goes, "Well, I should be seeing you soon then."
I will see you soon. I'm gonna go back outside very happily. Gonna go find
Okay.
her.
All right, awesome.
I can help her the blacksmith now. I've got my hats.
Meanwhile, Rhea, where are you in all this?
Trying to find somebody to sell me a slightly bigger knife.
Okay, so that would probably put you at go figure the blacksmith.
Oh, go figure.
But
Also, if I see Marina suffering through Kells and Grigory, I try to kidnap her.
you
I forgot
So-
to get Marina a hat.
I'm trying to save her now, which is weird. It's been what, 72 hours? I think she's past that litmus test. I don't know.
So as you guys are all in the midst of doing this, Rhea got to the blacksmith shop first. At one point you see Kells and Grigory and Marina arguing about something about a barge or a carriage, or you're not really sure what as they go by. And as Marina's like, well, I was just going to say maybe like if there's a carriage or something, and she looks at you and she mouths the words, "Save me."
Yeah, I like.
Okay. And Kells and Grigory, you don't know how, but Marina just disappears.
I steal your wallets, I steal your girls. That's how this goes.
Here comes Miss Steal Your Girl.
Seems fair.
So you and Marina go over back to the blacksmith. The blacksmith is a very strong, fit-looking young woman with short-cut hair. She looks about to be somewhere in about her late 20s, early 30s. There is a long cigarillo hanging from her lip as she's hammering into what looks like a dagger. She wipes a bit of sweat from her rather tanned skin, looks up at you, and goes, "Oh, well, I don't normally see other girls in here, but what can I do for you?"
I need your help. I am looking for a dagger. See, I have this lovely little thing.
Oh my god, you're first, can I celebrate for half a second that you're not from Iceland? This is a wonderful day.
I am definitely not from Iceland, darling. Anyway, so I kind of want a bigger version of this guy. I call it, well, it was given to me. It's the Bad Date Dagger, and I'm kind of hoping for its bigger sister version, if that exists. Or something along those lines. I don't know.
Yeah, I can do something like that. That's not a problem. She kind of looks around. Yeah, let's see here. So we're talking bigger than that. Bigger about, So are we talking like we're going full into war here? Are we talking like we're about to have a family reunion and we're not sure how we want that to go?
Kind of the latter, more so backup.
Back up for a wee knife like that.
Yeah. I'd be surprised what you can do with that thing.
Back up for a wee knife. Like, it's a bit backwards, love. You sure about that?
Yeah. I don't really go forwards.
She gives you a grin, takes a cigarillo out of her mouth and says, well, now you're talking my language. All right. And she puts the cigarillo back in. She goes, well, I've got here. And she goes over and she goes to a rack. She puts just after she puts the thing that she's hammering back into the forge for a second. She goes over and she takes off a rack, pulling out essentially what looks kind of like a machete. She goes, something like that. Or do you want something bigger or smaller? You gotta fill me in, love.
Do you have anything a little bit smaller?
A little bit smaller. All right. She sees that and goes, let's see here. I do got the one that I call the cheeky fucker.
That sounds perfect.
And she hands you a knife, a dagger, that long. And she says, all right, now, make sure you have a firm grip on the entire handle as you pull it out of the sheath.
All right.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. You do.
Go
You
for it.
pull it. Something feels a little strange with the blade. It feels solid, but there's like almost this little bit of lightness to it that doesn't quite make sense. She goes, well, now if you look here, and she kind of says, here, just open your hand just a wee little bit. And she slides a small hook off two places on the handle. And it's actually two knives in one.
Oh.
I know, cheeky little fucker, isn't it?
Yeah. That'd do perfectly.
Lovely. Yeah. Is there anything else you need? What about... She goes, what about you, Blondie? Do you need anything? No, I'm fine. I'm not really a big fan of weapons. All right. Well, I got hairpins. I got nice things too. It's not just old stuff meant for stabbing.
Marina, darling, unless you have a scalpel on you at all times, I recommend having something on hand.
All right. I guess.
I mean, I'm not going to judge you for a scalpel on hand at all times. However, I'm just saying.
No, I don't want to take a scalpel everywhere. I mean, God knows it's at one point Kels is going to sit on it and it's going to be a huge bloody mess, both literally and figuratively.
And you're the one that's stuck cleaning that up. So really, just because we don't know what we're getting into, darling, we should probably find a way to defend ourselves, including you.
Well, let's see here. So scalpel, you look kind of doctory, and the young woman kind of gives Marina sort of a once over. Just, you look like you're well, dexterous. So and Marina gets like this kind of like she doesn't know whether to be offended or take it as a compliment. As the blacksmith turns and goes, let's see here, something. Oh, you know what? Here you go. And how about a modest? And she picks up a short sword from the other wall, pulls it out. She goes, short sword, yeah, something standard. You can stab someone with it. You can slash someone with it. If you know your anatomy, you probably know where to hit them. It's not that hard.
Right? I think that'll work for you, Marina.
I guess I hope I don't have to use it. That would be unfortunate.
Fingers crossed. That's the goal. However, just in case, backup.
All right. Yes, we'll go there. Lovely. All right. Is there anything else gonna get you, lass? And as she says that, Una, and about at the same time, Layla, you guys arrive at the blacksmith as well.
Layla is going to walk in, see Marina, back out really quick, run back to the hat people, tell them she needs a hat for a lovely doctor who she's trying to make friends with, and come back in.
Okay. As you come bursting through the door, you see all that Emma is like in the middle of like stitching something. She is, yeah, okay, yeah,
Thanks.
very good. Okay, and you're out the door before she even can formulate a response.
Even before the DM can switch into the accent, you're gone.
Good. I can stop feeling guilty now.
And you make your way back. Una, you come in just as you see Layla enter, leave, and then about another 15, 30 seconds after, come back behind you, out of breath.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm trying to make friends with her.
Is she okay? It's a little bit more on the unusual side that so many pretty girls come by the shop all at once, and
Oh,
Well-
you need to be my
Just
one
like,
friend. Una,
Oh,
come here.
no.
Wonderful. Darling, sorry, I did not catch your name, but you need to meet my friend Una.
well, my name's Shannon. Nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you, Shannon. I'm Rhiannon. This is Marina. This is Una, and the deer who just ran in and out of here is Layla. Hopefully she comes back in. Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
She's already there.
She's back. Yeah, okay.
Oh, well, it is very nice to meet all you lasses. You're all a very diverse smattering from around there. What brings you to Iceland?
Business.
We're
Um,
visiting family. I'm from here. But my
Oh.
friend's back.
Lovely. And you need the cheeky fucker and a short sword for family.
So what?
It's that kind of family reunion. Yeah.
Oh,
Did you
well,
just call something the cheeky fucker?
Oh,
I did,
that's
yeah.
a great new knife. Let me show you.
Oh,
yeah,
ooh, I
I've
like
got,
this.
I know, right?
Another one.
I've if you're interested in smaller stabby things, I've got a really nice misericord. And she just she pulls out a very
Una
long
would
thing.
probably know what that is, but
Yeah.
Eris doesn't.
And for the sake of chat, I'm going to tell them as well. Misericord is a long, thin, stiletto-like dagger. It's just long, straight, and it's meant for piercing very hard and very deep.
Hello.
And she says, and Kels is like, hi, and then just disappears. Yeah, so it's a
I
long,
didn't
thin-
say a
it's almost
damn word.
like- It's almost like if you combine like a stake for like you're killing vampires with, and a dagger into one thing. You've got a misericord.
That actually looks more like Layla's. I'm a little bit more. I like bigger knives.
She
I-
likes them to know
pulls
that
out
she's
one
got
of
a
the
knife.
swords from. She pulls out one of the swords from her coat. She says, "Do you have anything along this size?"
I could do you one better. And she says, oh, if you want to inspect that, Layla, was it? She says, as
Yes.
she hands you the misericord and goes, just want to take a look at that, check the balance, anything nice. And she turns back to you, Una. She says, well, I've got a really nice rapier I just finished the other day. It's pretty fancy. It's good for a dancer. So and you look like you got more of a sort of light on your feet kind of build. If you know what you're doing with a sword.
We hit 10 retweets some time ago.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
Thank you very much.
Yes. I've taken some dancing lessons, if you'd like to call that. I've been trained in Aldana.
Oh, well then, you and I should probably see each other after the show. I'd love for a dance. So, that being said, all right, I'll go get that. And if you'll, let's see, I'm gonna roll here in the accent still, because that's how I like to roll. I'm gonna roll. There's the little box where I can type that into. I'm gonna roll 1d5, and all right, looks like the Wild Magic Surge goes to Kel Samat. Scrat, would you mind telling me exactly what the number is for the Wild Magic Search table that I gotta trim down a bit?
610. I added some more.
You wonderful
God.
person.
I need to make it smaller. Well, great. I just made it bigger.
447.
My
Okay.
bad. I didn't realize. I got capitulated. 447.
No, it's not. Yes. Scrat, what does it say? He doesn't make that face very often.
Oh.
I love that little noise right there.
What the
Jesus Christ.
He actually has to think about this. Hold on.
Well, it's not an immediate no.
This is great.
We'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll fucking get to it.
He looks like he's been caught out doing something he shouldn't do.
You know what? At this point, I don't have much argument in me left. So, Shannon pulls out this long, elegant rapier that has a swept hilt, the large quillins that stick out either side. The swept guard of the rapier, it looks like it is crafted to look like some sort of leaves or ivy.
Ooh. Una is very into this rapier. Did you make this yourself?
Oh, of course I did. Do you think that somebody around these parts is going to make something so beautiful can really capture something of the Highland Marches?
Of course not. Anyways, and she does a couple different moves with it to test out the balance. Is it as well crafted as it appears to be?
Absolutely. It's
Okay.
it's you haven't held a blade like this, maybe not in a while, maybe not ever.
Okay. I'm very impressed, Shannon. You did a great job.
Well, you're not the only person impressed in the room. So about that thing about capturing beauty from the Highland Marches.
Well, maybe you can capture me later.
Oh.
She gives you a wide grin.
What do we owe you?
Let's see here. For the Misericord, the cheeky fucker, and that beauty. Oh, and the short sword for your shy summation friend.
We
Uh,
equipped Marina, just to be safe.
She says, "I've got the short sword and I don't know how to use it." You're doing fine, love. Just stay like that. Sharp end goes in the person, just like a scalpel. So Shannon says, her wide grin spread across her face. Says, well, it's gonna be a wee little bit of coin, but nothing that a Nick Mab lady like yourself probably couldn't take care of.
Or a date.
Layla, you hear Layla's voice extend from just behind your shoulder.
She just kind of like nudges her with her elbow. Okay. Well, I'd be happy to pay, of course.
It's all right. And she gives you a figure. It's nothing that you couldn't afford.
Okay.
But it definitely would get closer to expending your 1 coin for the chapter.
Okay.
Or your 1 wealth for the chapter.
Yes. Ooh, one more thing, and it slipped my mind as soon as I came in.
That affects on girls, yeah.
I can tell. I need any spare bits that you might have, scrap pieces, sharp, essentially shrapnel.
Don't ask.
Told you, weird
one,
family thing.
well, that one,
Hope you're not friends with a family or anything.
Well, you know what? I don't normally get so much business all in one day, and definitely not a nice group of girls like yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that you can have that bucket full scrap, and just that bits don't work out. Hopefully that's enough to help with your familial issues.
Una just kind of I want to say grabs her arm, but doesn't actually like grab it. Just kind of like puts her hand on her arm and says, "Why, thank you."
You're very welcome. You know, the shop closes at 8 p.m.
It's roughly what, 6:30. She takes a timepiece from the 6:30 now.
What time are we supposed to meet, Faust?
7.
In about an hour and a half.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I have to run, but I will definitely be back, and I'll come by here when I can.
We'll make sure she does.
You seem like an honest lass. I'll see you then. So,
And she winks as she grabs the bucket and heads out.
okay. And you ladies are now freshly equipped. Meanwhile, Grigory and Kells.
Oh
as you
dear.
are walking to find a carriage. A man in a cart. It's like about a small, like almost like a hot dog cart. It's got piled in these sort of weird, this sort of weird accoutrements, almost like, you know, things that you'd expect to see in a storybook. Things that in the shape of genies' lamps, small wooden just dowels that have strange carvings in them, and just a mishmash of weird, strange objects that seem to be from all over. Ah, hello, my friend! No, you with the handsome mustache.
I take a deep bow.
He says, "Yeah, I heard them. The spirits, they spoke to me." And he just kind of like, and he reaches into the pile of things and he pulls out a long ivory rod. It is carved with these strange shapes, these bizarre, like, contorted faces. Some look mad, some look happy, some look kind of confused. It says, This will change your destiny. The spirits have told me as much. I promise you that. Yeah, take it.
Why, thank you, my good friend. What is your name?
My name is Iago.
Iago. A strong name. Looking at his cart, how many barrels could I fit on it?
Just like the one. It's about the size of a hot dog cart.
Hand it back, Kel.
Have you seen this thing? It is all spangly and it has grooves and ridges all over it. It's long and
It isn't what
rod-like.
we're looking for.
I think I will keep it, thank you.
You're very welcome, but be warned. The power is tempting.
Not as tempting as other things are right now.
He
I'm
says,
just gonna be it feels
Iago
kind
s-
of magical.
yeah, go ahead.
And I'd be like, don't you think, Grigory? Ta-da! And I'll point it at Grigory.
Okay, and as you do that, as you shout "ta-da," let me pull up D&D Beyond.
I've got the page open if you want it.
Oh, good. All right, so roll for me the D100, please.
I mean, it's probably going to be a good thing. I wouldn't even worry about this.
What's that number you just rolled?
Not a good thing, is it? No.
Not for either of us, because you're standing right next to me.
Standing on the receiving end of it.
Holy shit. That is the one I was like, so let me rewind for you guys for a moment.
Everything will be fine. Oh dear.
Except
So-
now not.
You know, I was thinking to myself, there's only one bad possibility where things could go horrifically wrong, and that would be if he somehow landed on the one that casts Fireball. So, a huge explosion erupts right there. It is earth-shattering. And I need to change the mood.
Way to go.
I'm glad we found this guy before we got the bloody cart of gunpowder.
Yes.
Yes,
Gregory.
seriously.
You take up to your first traumatic wound.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
And Kels, how many points in panache do you have?
All of
Too
them.
many. All of them?
So that's a 5, right?
Yes.
So you take up your first traumatic wound and 5 more points of damage.
Oh! Oh, how rude. I'm being
You
punished
both
for my
do,
panache.
actually.
Okay.
So 2
As
dramatic
you-
wounds, essentially.
So we're on.
Yeah,
two.
basically, yeah.
Good job his
As
girlfriend's a doctor, eh?
ladies, behind you, you
She's
hear
not
a
there,
large
though.
explosion erupt in the town square.
Oh my god, that's them, isn't it?
In the distance, you
Sounds
see
like-
a man. You see a man dressed more like he's more from the south. He's wearing longer, flowing robes. He's got a fez on, and he is hightailing his cart away from the scene.
He had better run.
I would run after him.
Okay. So, you begin running after him, and as you begin chasing him, he turns a corner. So, Rhiannon and Layla, what are you doing?
Marina, go to the boys. I'm gonna follow after Una.
This was not supposed to be in the episode at all.
No, but I'm gonna fucking work with it.
This looks so great.
It's okay, we're traveling on that minecart. We're off the rails!
By blowing them up.
Now, Kells is going to be sort of laughing in the midst of the explosion. Sure, he's hurt.
Laughing?
He's
You've
hurt.
been
He's
knocked
hurt.
on your ass. You're singed. Yeah.
He's hurt, but he's like, aha! Gregory, don't you see? This is our destiny! We don't need any cart or any barrels. We've got this!
Gregory is gonna stand up, still smouldering, walk towards him, and just snatch it off him.
All right.
No!
So,
I will contest this. No!
are you ready to contest it? How are you? What is your? Okay.
I'm
so
gonna spend.
attempt-
No, it's okay. I'm gonna spend a hero point and use my disarming smile to stop him from starting a fight.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna start a fight. I'm just gonna take it off you.
That would be
Okay, so-
that would be considered a fight, surely. We're fighting over
what I-
something.
So what I'm going to say is that there's this moment where you go in to grab it, and he just kind of stops and he looks at you, and there's this look in his eye where you kind of see where it's coming from. Like, it could be useful if he can figure out how to use it. Like, there's this small glimmer of hope.
I
That
didn't
you
know
got
it
your
was-
explosion.
Oh god. Oh, scrap.
Wow.
Okay. I spend a hero point to use brush past, which means I just take it. Ha-ha!
Have they seen me yet?
All right.
So,
So I
then,
need you guys-
narratively, we can keep doing this because I'll
I
use a
know.
hero point to be like, "Hey, come on, we could
Actually,
really
yeah,
use that and inspire generosity to get you to give it back."
Can I interject with the over here? I'll actually say that.
I mean, we're burning
Okay.
through hero points. It should make
I
Derek
was
happy.
gonna say, how many have we got? You're currently on 14. How many am I on?
Okay, once they've burned down
50.
their hero points, can I knock one of them out?
Mine. Mine.
So, wait, what? So Layla, what is this thing that you're about to do?
I'm trying to remember exactly what my thing
That's
does,
right. You can use. You
but I
can use.
can't
a hero-
log into the Google Docs to see what it does.
Okay. So, while you're figuring that out as we're having this hero point standoff. God damn it. Rhiannon, you're chasing after the guy with the cart with Una?
Yeah.
Okay. So the two of you are running after this guy. He makes a sharp veering corner around a street as more people are kind of standing around staggered, looking, confused, horrified, a little unsure. This place just got over having a war, and now there's been an open explosion in the street. As the man in the fez whips around the corner, the cart topples, half the stuff sliding off. And as he does, his feet gently lift off the ground as he turns around and his form changes. He has short white hair and pale silvery blue skin. His eyes glow like the moon. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen now, was it? He says as he begins gliding away, his arms crossed, this confident grin across his face as he begins hightailing it backwards. Now, Una and Rhiannon, you're both from Avalon, which is in close proximation to Innismore. And you're both very familiar with the legends of the Sidhe. The mischievous, chaotic fae spirits that often interpose their power into the human world.
It's a good cover.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that...
Huh.
I'm gonna let that one go. Hey, look, we got a cart.
I know, right? Let's do something.
You would see that, but you do recognize a familiar face standing at the end of the alleyway. Louise DeLocke holding the locket that is glowing green. As she turns and he goes, "Why are you standing there? We gotta go." Louise turns, nods, and begins running with him floating behind her.
I know
So-
she should have.
I kind of want to throw a dagger at her.
I know.
Do it.
But I only have 2. I'll take me 3.
Go long.
Layla and Una, I need you both to roll in the Wild Magic Surge table, please, as you see her locket flare. Because It's River donated a bunch of Wild Magic Surges to us that I never got to use. And you guys are looking
I'm not
at the character. You guys are looking at the character who's responsible for Wild Magic Surges in the game.
What is the number again?
610.
260.
Okay. Scrat, could you pull that up for me, please?
Of course I can.
Thank you.
I'm so scared.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
Okay, so as you're running, the sword that you just bought bursts into blue flame. They're not hot. It's just really pretty and colorful. And you hear Louise as she's beginning to run and looks back to the she who's floating there still confidently says, "What are you doing?" "Well, I wanted it to be attractive, didn't I? Gotta add a little flair to your fun." She says, You're an idiot. Come on, keep going. And what is a 578, please?
It has blue fire. Okay. I'm okay with this.
Now
That's
the
cool.
most badass rapier ever.
oh, you're already there, right?
I mean, it was already a
Well,
pretty
someone
badass
is.
rapier.
This one is not relevant at all. You're gonna need a reroll.
Yeah, no. I definitely Jay, can you roll that one more time, please?
That one specifically grants advantage to deceiving your parents about having smoked.
That's very specific.
Oddly
Very.
specific.
No, we're missing a slash.
You need the
there.
forward slash.
Also,
and
if you just press up, you can go to the previous roll.
Just press up.
I don't know. You either either at this point.
No, up
One more
twice.
time.
I got
Up
it.
3 times now. Up 3 times.
All right.
There you go. Got it.
Okay, so do us
Oh,
a
God.
307. Worst case scenario, we'll take the 441.
Okay.
Welcome to the academy. Please take your seat.
I don't like
Okay.
your laugh.
So, does Layla wear armor of any kind?
See, I want to say no now.
Trust me, it's better if she does.
But yeah, she does. I have a picture of her. She does, but like sturdy but quite light. So obviously, because she's an assassin, she still
So, like,
doesn't
leather.
move. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as you're you are there, with as you're there with Grigory and Kells as they are arguing over this rod, suddenly your armor just peels off, falling to the ground. It looks like it's made out of some kind of
Fantastic.
like candy.
Huh.
Quick question.
Mm.
Are you wearing those leather pants that
Mhm.
okay.
Yes, she
You
is.
suddenly feel that there's a bit of a draft.
Oh
As
no.
I
the
s-
Not the leather
pants
pants.
that Enzo made for you have now split as they are made of fruit leather.
Oh.
I had to Google it, Jay and Alex. Fruit leather looks like a popular strip of fruit type thing, right?
It's basically imagine like a beef jerky, but it's made out of fruit and it's like
Yeah.
God, I
we
love
buy
beef
those for our
jerky.
kids sometimes.
How far away am I from the hat lady?
From the hat lady. You're running distance.
I'll go back there.
Okay.
We got on well.
Yeah, your fruit leather pants splitting in awkward places, having to use your cloak to cover up.
I just got like
And-
daggers dropping everywhere as they come out my clothes. Great.
And Rhiannon, I need a wild magic surge roll for you too.
Oh,
Say
okay.
no.
Are you wearing armor? No.
I know, right? There.
595. Ooh, that one's recent. I'm probably familiar with it. Let's see what it is. Okay.
No.
Perfect.
No.
So, as you are running after Louise and this she,
Yeah.
suddenly you lose your footing. You go sliding, sprawling out onto the stone. Almost like you just hit a glaring patch of ice.
Oh, good.
Una, as you're running, Rhiannon just peels out from away from you. She just suddenly hits the ground,
Just
sliding.
eats it.
Yeah.
Yawn.
Okay. I continue running because I want to catch up to Luis and I want to stick her with the pointing end of this sword.
Okay. She turns and she says, Fox, I need you to do something. I'm working on it. Come on, please. As he snaps his fingers, I need you to roll a wild magic surge again, please.
Gosh, I'm so scared.
I know.
Are you just trying to get them all out all at once? Is that
Maybe.
what you're doing? Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. You're like, just get them all out. Oh God.
Good.
Oh God.
Somebody laughed at mine.
So, as you're running, they seem to be gaining distance. They're actually no. I gotta double check. Oop. Sorry, 1 second. Redact that.
You're flipping a coin
Okay.
for my fate? Okay.
Yep. No. They seem to be gaining in distance. Things around you begin to be smaller. You're pretty sure you've lost some height. As this she known as Fox and Louise begins slipping away.
Is Una gonna get small enough to just sit on my shoulder?
She's
Gonna look
about.
amazing.
She's
Did all
about.
my stuff shrink too?
Yes, it shrunk with you.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
that's
bloody
Okay,
hat's
at least
not
we're
gonna
still
fit.
proportionate. What?
Your hat's not gonna fit.
Oh.
she can be in
But
the
like
pot.
a basket.
Yeah.
So so you were about like what 5, 6 or something?
5, 6-ish.
Okay. You're standing at about a even 4 feet tall now.
God, you're cute.
Oh.
Your little legs carrying you as fast as you can, but they slip around a corner, and in a puff of blue mist, they disappear. And that's
So,
where we're going to take break number 2. So, people that were here
Permanent.
last time, y'all, I leave you to do your thing. I think that includes me too, actually. So you guys enjoy. We'll be back in T-minus 5 minutes to continue with the shenanigans. And yeah, not what I thought, but yay, wild magic.
Whoops.
so Una's gonna go back to Shannon's store after all this is done. If she lives, she's gonna be like 1.5 feet smaller. Be like, hey baby, it's me, the girl who bought the weapons and shrapnel. Don't mind the height
Look at
change.
your tiny sword.
Your voice has actually gone up a couple.
I'll be right back.
No worries.
Yeah, same.
I've been through a couple changes recently. It's fine. Oh my gosh. That's so
Oh, dear.
beautiful. Oh,
dear.
did everybody switch?
Bastards! I did not take my tea bag out of my tea.
No, I didn't take it out actually.
No, I took that one out.
Oh, apparently I'm Derek.
Hi, Derek.
Hello.
Hello.
You look
I'm-
different.
I'm just a student, right? Kels.
Oh, I think Natalie went she
Yeah, she disconnected.
paused
dropped
her. I think it just paused her video.
out. Oh, okay.
How rude.
We're all playing musical spots right now. I can't even begin to pretend to be Derek.
How do you reckon
Okay.
Derek's doing that backlight?
I don't know.
Gives a really good effect. I really like it.
I think it's just a color change light.
Oh yeah, that'd do it.
Lord Arctic Prost, we do not do podcasts, at least not to my knowledge at this time. That would be a question for Scraticus if he wants to do them in the future. But for now, I think
That'd be
everything
amazing.
is live streamed. There are videos on the VOD that you can re-listen to episodes.
And they go up on YouTube as well.
Yes, they do. So
We
you
would
can.
recommend it.
Hmm.
Especially our game. All of our games are like this. Actually, this is surprisingly tame compared to our other games.
Yeah, it's
This is tame.
from compared to our past sessions. Yeah, definitely.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah,
for-
I mean some of them have been a bit. Ooh.
Yeah, but we've
It's
got
Frost.
some great
Okay.
shots now. Shots, clips.
Clips.
Oh
Clips?
yes. Oh, I need to watch that one. What was that one?
No, you don't.
you
Yes,
do.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you
Yes,
did.
I-
Good.
Yeah,
Just-
hold on.
It's me.
'Cause I
embarrassing
missed-
myself.
I missed the gesture.
I don't think you don't.
I
Okay.
missed it as well. I had to go back and watch it. As,
Everyone watch Aris.
I'm
Aris'
marrying
face
that
right
man.
now.
Great.
Yeah, I went there. I went
Well, this is an insight into Alex's relationship.
there. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Oh,
Worryingly,
yeah.
that was exactly. Yeah, my imagination went a little bit too far there. Yeah.
So, what is Gregory doing at the moment, Alex?
Well, at the moment he's playing like some weird sort of child's game of. No, that's mine. And
You're
then-
lucky
no,
my
that's yours.
clothes fell
That's
off
mine.
because I was about to knock you out.
I don't think you were.
No, I have. I've got a thing. It's called over here, which says 2 seconds.
You take someone out of a scene. Yeah, it doesn't mean you take them out.
No,
Well,
no. While undetected, you can spend a hero point to lure a single character out of position and knock them out. Any other characters in the area remain unaware of your presence.
Oh.
So she can actually knock you out. Oh, I would love to see that.
I was going to, but then my clothes fell off. Maybe I'll knock myself out with my
was
hero
gonna say,
point.
I
Maybe
was
this
going
is
to,
the-
but then my clothes fell off. You know, it just it happens sometimes.
Is this just the Kells effect though?
Oh, maybe it is. Yeah,
It's beginning to like radiate out. It's not just like a really small radius anymore. It's actually affecting the greater
Shit
surroundings.
for Gregory. He's right next to him.
I just got
Oh,
blown
is
up with a
that supposed to be-
fireball.
That is supposed to be the Rod of Wonder. Oh, that's beautiful. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, it was good. Well, I mean, it wasn't, but I'm sure
I
it's
mean, it
very
was.
versatile.
It was totally good. And then it started all of the wild magic.
Oh, amazing.
Oh God, we switched places, didn't we?
Yes, we've played musical.
Cool.
I think
I'm
It's
Gregory
good
now.
that it's
That's
becoming
exciting.
more accepted. So,
Well,
so am I. My video went out. Actually,
You're later.
You're Layla now.
oh yes.
Yeah.
don't go away, Scrap. Be Rhea.
I'm Gregory. This is great.
I
Alright,
was
have
going
fun with
to,
that.
and then my clothes fell off. I nominate that one as a war cry. But
Right.
no, wait.
Yes, use what I said. As a
It
war
wasn't
cry.
in
I wanna
game
know.
though.
We're currently debating, Scrat, whether my clothes falling off is actually just the Kells effect that's radiating out.
It's an anomaly that happens. Now, what we've got to wait for is whether or not it radiates outside of this game. It begins to affect the other games going on.
That'd be hilarious.
Seeing as the Wild Magic Surge is a thing in so many of the games, the answer is yes.
So 611 needs to be the Kells effect.
The Kells
The
effect.
Kells effect.
Naturally,
Oh.
whichever character gets affected is irresistible to all of the
That
you
could
know,
be really good,
all
actually.
of the life forms around.
Oh, all of the life forms? Like,
Yeah, I'm not being specific.
that could get interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I just saw the overlay. I'm Eris now. Awesome!
Yeah, you
I have
are.
access to all
Yeah.
the dice trays and stuff.
Tequila's always involved.
I did put that in the chat. I don't think Scrat was paying attention.
Sorry,
I
we'll
don't-
probably.
What are you talking about? We're all in the right place.
Oh.
Of course.
All right, so everybody ready to continue going?
Yeah.
All right, groovy.
Bring on the pain.
So-
Sure.
All right.
I'm 4 feet tall now. My parents are gonna kill me.
So we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna begin resolving these things because we gotta start hammering this shit down. Layla, as you are headed back to the Hat Lady, Grigory and Kells are arguing over this small device. Now, I am going to say we can do this one of two ways. I will let you two agree on. You can either wager hero points. You can basically auction hero points. Or you can have a contested check, Panache versus Brawl. Brawn, excuse me.
So
I
Panache.
need my. I was gonna say I need my hero points to stay not dead. So. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the brawn.
What is it you're fighting over?
A stick.
Of course.
Welcome to 7th Sea, everybody, where we fight over sticks, chase floating boys with cute hair, and we flirt with blacksmith girls.
Yeah.
I like
It's the
flirting
best
with
place
to be.
blacksmith
Boom, stick.
girls.
Steal your girls, steal your girls. It's perfectly fine.
7th Sea is the place to be.
So
I'm up for doing a Panache versus Brawn. Is it a skill as well, or is
Nope,
it just trait?
just straight up those two.
Oh.
See whoever can get the
Oh,
most
God,
raises.
I've lost this one.
You never know, you might get lucky. And it's just going to be that score, whatever you have in it.
Right, let's do it.
So essentially, whoever rolls the highest number here, right?
I spend a hero point.
It's whoever gets the most raises, yeah. You can spend however many hero points to augment this roll, but
No, I'm going.
all right, whenever you guys are ready.
2.
Oh!
All right, yeah, that's 2 raises versus 1.
One.
We'll get you another stick.
Okay.
I
So
didn't want the stick. I just wanted him
As-
to wave it at me.
Kells, tell me how it is that you hold on to this magic stick that you feel so compelled to hold on to.
I stuff it down my pants and say, if you want it.
Oh.
Yes.
In true Kells' fashion,
It's the true Panache style. Be careful, there's a few
And you
triggers
know,
down there you
Grigor-
do not want to pull.
As you put it into your pants, you feel compelled to use it again. In fact, pelvic thrusting might just be the way.
We do like a proper like Rocky Horror.
I put it in my pants and go, ta-da.
Roll for me a D100.
Oh, this is a bad plan.
77.
What are you pointing it at?
I don't think he's pointing at anything himself.
You would have hoped not. Ooh.
Can I read what it is and then tell you what I was pointing it out?
No.
I guess, well, I've just, I guess it's pointing mostly at my knee right now.
Exactly. So, I need you to roll another D100, please.
Yeah. Ah.
A 92.
Yes.
It's very
Okay.
high.
So, this is amazing because I'm going to say since it's pointing down and it's in your pants, suddenly a rat appears in your pant leg, scurrying around.
Is there
tickles.
room for that though?
It's bulging.
No!
It looks like Kel's
Suffocating.
got an upgrade, I think. That or he needs to see a doctor, which he already is seeing one, so.
poor
Is
thing.
it
Trigger
like,
is violently sick.
isn't that? The thing is, I'm still
That's an upgrade.
wearing my super tight leather pants, so
Yeah.
surely this thing's just suffocating.
It's not comfortable. It's not happy. It's scratching, it's biting. You hear a very irritated. It is desperately clawing. You're
The pistol goes off.
You're starting to feel the
Yeah,
tearing
no,
of some fabric.
I pull the trigger on my pistol.
You pull the trigger on your pistol.
That's hot.
I need you to do me a favor, and this is actually going to be an aim test. This is going to be a straight up finesse aim. It's not going to be panache aim.
Finesse aim? Okay.
Yeah.
Kells was never the same again.
Oh boy, okay. Aim, but not with panache. With finesse. Oh boy.
Do you remember that time that Scratch shot his bollocks off in 7th
I remember that time.
That day was
Wow, this
today.
is a rod that really changes your world.
C? So, yeah. Two raises. So, I'm going to say, yeah, you are going to kill the rat. And I'll say that you can either choose to not ruin the pants by like an extra hole in it, but they'll be bloody. Or you can make less of a bloody mess and ruin the pants.
Ruin the pants. Do it.
Don't ruin the pants.
Do you
There is
realize?
no way that Kells would dismember himself.
Yeah, and you've got a new hat coming. Who needs pants?
My body is a temple. But these
Exactly.
pants, they're so
Loyola.
nice and they have enough room.
Who
in the front for
doesn't
a
have
pistol.
them?
So you're definitely not going to hit
Leather
yourself.
can be stitched.
But it's either the rat bleeds all over the inside of the leather trousers, or there's a giant bloody hole in them.
Oh, well, I'll go for the rat bleeding then. I'll just
Okay,
shoot
cool.
the rat. I'll preserve the trousers. So I don't hurt myself. I just kill the rat.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take that one all year. I'll just
Okay.
kind of like shake it out the bottom of my leg for a little while. It's not the first time.
Okay, yeah. So now, mind you, with the way that your boots are, the blood is seeping down your leg into the boots. So you do have one particularly warm,
Mhm.
squishy boot.
Ah, yes. A familiar feeling.
Yeah. This rat could have been your familiar had you been some sort of magician, but sadly it is now just
Dead.
yeah, it's uncured jerky, really.
Jerky.
Oh,
So
dinner.
Meanwhile-
yes.
Layla, you walk back into Emma's. She's like, I have the are you okay? There seems to be a what happened to your clothes?
Do I look okay? I don't know. They like
No.
turned into like fruit and yeah, someone stole my clothes and I need some more. Do you have any clothes?
Mein Lieber, I am a hat maker. So I can give you enough hats to kind of cover if you can hold them, but I do not have really any dresses.
I only have 2 arms.
Yeah. So I am thinking that you might want to see a dressmaker rather than a hat maker.
Yeah, I probably do, but do you have like a cloth or, you know...
You're not wearing a
some
cloak or anything?
dude stole my clothes.
I have a bolt of fabric. Yeah, I will go get it.
I did
And-
have a cloth. I did have a cloak actually. Did my
Yeah.
cloak not turn to jerky?
Is your cloak made out of leather?
Not now.
If it had been leather before, then yes, it would have turned into fruit leather.
It wasn't.
Okay. Okay. That's a failed insight. That's a failed deception check. Okay, yeah. So the cloak's hanging from you. It's just stiff fruit leather. She goes, I have a bolt of cloth that I can get you. Yeah, I will go get that.
It'd be great. Thanks.
Rhiannon, you see as you are having trouble standing in the stone, even as you try to pull yourself back up, it's like this cobblestone beneath you is glare ice.
Mhm.
And you see Una has decreased in size off in the distance, some 10, 15 yards in front of you.
Do I still see Louise and the Sheen?
You don't actually. No.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna go try to catch up to Una then, as much as I can.
Okay, so after about a solid half a minute slipping on the stone, it finally feels normal again as you pick yourself up. Una, you kind of find yourself as out of breath as each step, begins getting, shorter, and shortly thereafter, Rhiannon catches up to you. She is about now a solid foot and a half taller than you.
Did you grow?
Did you shrink? I'm gonna go with you shrink. You what happened? I slipped on some fantasy ice. I have no idea what the heck it was.
I was just running. I was trying to catch Louise.
Louise. She pulls some weird stuff every time we see her.
At that time, Kels, roll for me another D100 as you feel compelled to say ta-da again.
What could possibly go wrong?
Awesome. So, as there's this moment where it's almost like, I imagine, casual, like it's a habit now. You feel compelled to say ta-da.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just ta-da. Just kind of like a casual ta-da. And then not only is blood leaking out of one leg, suddenly your pants become filled with leaves and greenery and shrubbery. And so it almost looks like you've begun to stuff the upper portion of the waistband of your pants and the ankles with leaves.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Marina, who finally comes over to you, seeing you singed, leaking blood, leaves covered you. Grigory is now looking burnt and singed as well. She goes, "What the hell is going on?"
We've been playing with my rod, and it has left us singed, bloodied, and all in the foliage.
You can't be like, you can't just be like, "Well, ta-da, I did this."
Shut up! Don't say that word.
One
Brave.
word.
It was this thing. Whenever I pull it out and say ta-da, I do, pointing it at the sky.
Roll for me another one. D100.
Oh shit!
Oh please, please be something good. Yes. All right. This is amazing. So, I need you to roll a brawn or resolve test, please. You need to get 3 raises.
I cannot.
All right. Awesome. So, as Kel says, ta-da, suddenly his whole body, his whole body turns to stone. Just ta-da, and he's a statue of himself.
I leave you for not even 5 minutes.
Layla's come back covered in a bolt of cloth.
I would have given you my pants. Bloodied and leafy as they are.
Aw, thank you.
Shit. What are we?
Well, Layla's going to assume that Kels isn't going anywhere for a while, so she's going to wander off to go find some clothes.
Okay.
Do we push it over?
Yes.
I think we should take it with us.
That cart would have been really handy right now.
I tried. There was a slight interruption.
Una, you slowly begin to turn to your normal size.
Hey, you're growing.
Oh
Is
god.
she near us?
Oh, thank.
No, not really. No,
Okay.
I do have to go back to the sort of epicenter.
Okay, cool. That wore off. That's good.
Yeah, I'm so happy about that because I was really worried my parents were definitely going to be upset about this.
They'd be worried about your height?
Well, I mean,
Well done, Smash.
What?
Get a hero point.
it's kind of a stacking thing at this point.
Right, cool. Let's go find the others and maybe share what we saw.
Yeah. Yep, let's go.
Yep.
Okay. So, Layla,
Yeah.
as you are standing there in this bolt of cloth, you see in the distance, coming down the center square, a very large man. His skin is sort of dark and dusky as the sunset around you, of the ambient sky, begins to fade more and more. This guy is walking towards you. And he takes another couple steps. Begins to start to lumber into a run. And as he does, a howl escapes his mouth.
That's fantastic. I'm assuming he's seen me.
Oh yeah.
Great.
And he is barreling towards you. You see the people that are still in the streets, what lingering from the gunshot, the explosion. He's lumbering towards you, and as he does, with one final leap, black fur covers his arms as he leaps into the form of a large wolf.
That
Humanoid.
100% seems like what we need right now.
And is charging towards you.
I'm with Grigory, aren't I?
I was going to say, where's Grigory in relation to that?
Yeah, you're like right there. Grigory, you have the statue of Kells. Marina is nearby as you see this.
Okay, so what Grigory's going to do is Kells currently isn't going to go anywhere, but the wolf is the imminent threat here. So I need some exploding 10s. That would be lovely. I will turn and spend a hero point, which puts me down to, 13? And I will use Reckless Takedown. Grigory will charge at the wolf and meet it head on. It will
Okay.
put me down to 3 dramatic wounds.
Okay, and what is Reckless Takedown do again?
So Reckless Takedown is essentially you can dispatch a group of enemies, taking a sizable amount of damage. But in this instance, I sort of picture it as Grigory will begin running towards the wolf, and
Okay.
as it sort of leaps at him, he's just going to sort of tackle it, pin it to the floor, and then sort of
So,
try wrestling it.
I will say, a group of enemies functions differently than a monster.
Oh, okay.
So you won't be able to take him down that way.
Okay. I think there's still going to be Grigory's action anyway.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for me a Baron and Baral, please,
Sure.
as you charge the creature.
No worries.
The remaining people of Ison begin fleeing, screaming in a panic. Una and Rhiannon, you hear this howl. And you both have the same singular thought. Jeremy.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, let's run.
Yep, running.
Just booking it now towards that noise.
Not bad.
Well, yeah, that's not terrible, is it? That I
Nope,
can
that
work
is-
with.
Yep, that's about a solid 3
Four.
raises.
Do me and Grigory know that it's Jeremy?
2.
You would be able to assume with the information that you've been given.
Okay, I'm just gonna point that out to Grigory on the off chance that he probably hasn't quite clicked on that. Like, we don't want to kill him. A, because we want to know if he knows anything. and B, because, well, you know, it's Rhiannon's brother.
Do you shout anything after him? Because at this point, Grigory is already sprinting towards him.
Yes, not to kill him.
All right, you got it. I'm going to do the following for myself. I gotta do this. Ruby. So,
Oh god.
he goes first as he comes charging in, and as the two of you meet, with, let's see here, I've got 1, 2, 3. So pair these off. 10,
I'm rocking 4.
2, 3.
You're not.
Yeah, just gotta tell this quick. 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got 4 of them. Yep. So
Isn't it exactly 5?
Oh, is it?
you have to pair the dice together. You can't just add up to the number and then divide by 10. That's why you actually have to pair the dice together. Yeah.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah. So that's one small nuance, but it's fine. So as he hits you, he just smacks you across the face. And you take another 5 wounds.
Oh.
As you feel like your head, your neck just whips backwards. You feel muscles pop and tear as you go sprawling onto the cobblestone. I am not here for you. Stand down! Yells the large humanoid wolf at you as it approaches you. He does get an action, but I will let you respond.
Okay. So Grigory is going to get to his feet, sort of try and dust some more of the charred clothes off him. Who are you here for?
I'm here for my sister.
No, you're not.
Fine. Be that way.
And he reaches up with one of his claws and he punches down at you again.
Okay.
And
Would Rhea be back? by this
I was
point?
gonna say, how far is Rhea from this?
I would say you'd be getting. I'll say, you know what? For the sake of this, for a hero point from you and Una, I'll let you guys get there just as you see Jeremy with that fist raised again, as he's
I will-
standing over.
Send
my hero
whatever.
point.
Yeah, take it, and I am getting in between that as soon as possible.
Okay, so
Una will also run straight in between. She's right next to Rhea.
okay, so you guys spend the hero points. You interpose yourself, and Jeremy's fist locks in place.
Don't you dare stand down, Jeremy. This is with me. You don't touch these people. You do not harm these people.
You are taking too long.
I'm sorry. Distractions.
And I spend a danger point. And as he says that, suddenly there is a streak of black that lunges, hits Jeremy in the chest, and sends him sprawling backwards. He goes flying about 25 feet, lands, impacting against a wall. You hear stone cracking, and you see Faust with a single fist raised.
Faust,
No.
stand the hell down. Let
I
me
don't-
deal with this.
I don't believe that was our bargain. Your friend said,
I have no bargain with you. You just stand the hell down or I'll figure out how to deal with you.
he says, I was asked to be the beast that I am. I will
Yeah.
destroy all of Larkenstein's creations, including him.
No, not including him. Get down. At least for now. And Rhea walks over to Jeremy.
I'm going to need you to roll either a resolve convince or a wits and convince.
All right.
Una, what is the approach you want to take? Layla, what are you up to?
Can I try and talk to him as well? I have 3 in both resolve and convince.
I'll let you. If you want to take this, if you want to take the same approach, you can. You could also spend the hero point and give Rhiannon 3 dice as well.
I'll do that. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that as well. Una is basically just following Rhiannon's lead on this one.
Okay.
But she still has her sword out ready to go if someone starts attacking them, but she's not about to attack unless something goes majorly wrong.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, what am I rolling again and what am I adding? This became a lot.
So that's 2 extra hero points donation, so you have an extra 6d10 on this roll. You can throw those in afterwards if you need to, but it's going to be either resolve convince or wits and convince.
Oh, it's wits convince.
I'm not going to try and talk to him because I feel like she has enough rolls now.
I don't know if that's how that works. I just did that. Ooh.
1, 2, 3. That's 3 so far that you've got, but you go ahead and give me an extra 6. So basically roll the same thing again and add those to it.
Okay.
Because that's 6 of them, you get an extra 6. Go for it from there. Alright, Nito.
There we go. Lots of numbers.
So, while you are putting those 2 together, Kells, you are cognizant of the entire situation. Marina is there holding her face. She says, I don't know how to undo this. How do I undo this? How do I undo this? You don't, my dear, says Phoenix as he approaches.
Jesus.
Now, here's where things get messy, I'm afraid. I can probably find a way to have him undone. I just need one small favor. I need Rhiannon. That's why I'm here. That's why I brought Jeremy here. Rather, I need you, Pega. No, fuck that. I am not going back with him.
Nah. Not happening.
This is a little bit more removed behind from you.
Yeah.
Rhiannon, you are dealing with
I'm
Faust.
just going to Jeremy, yeah.
So Marina, Kells, and Layla, you're closer to Phoenix.
Have fun, guys.
Am I kind of like in with them, or am I like further back? Like,
you're within about 10-15 feet.
So Phoenix knows I'm there.
Yeah.
Not giving me anything, man.
All right, you know what? I will say that as you hear his voice, I'll let you make a finesse. That might be the trick. Let's see, something that make you finesse hide, please. That you might be able to duck out of the way just as you hear his voice, recognizing who he is.
I've got 3 in hide. I can't remember how to work this new thing though.
So you go ahead when you're going to click. Before you click hide, change it to the finesse tab in the drop-down menu, and then press that.
It.
Yep.
For the record, I hate it. I much preferred it when it was just told us how many successes we had.
That makes a lot more sense.
It's funny because I remember saying to someone, "Oh, hey, Derek, you know, I found this thing that maybe we should try."
I love having the character sheet. I love having the character sheet bit. I always
Yeah.
said I like being able to track everything on the character sheet. I just hate the dice rolling.
I've got 3 in hide, so I can re-roll. But is there any point re-rolling?
You can re-roll that. You can re-roll that one. Yeah.
How do I do that?
So just go ahead and do me a favor and type roll 1d10 in there.
I remembered the 4 sessions done this.
Okay, so that is not going to be enough to make an extra raise. So you do have the 3 raises to work with. I'll say you can hide from Faust, Jeremy, and Phoenix all in one go. You can lose all 3 of them at once by breaking off into an alleyway.
I do want to do that. Oh shit, I don't know.
Is there anything else you want?
Yes.
What? We
So
might be able to
I've
talk
got
to
the psst over here, whatever they're called,
Mm.
things, which basically says I can spend a hero point, and if someone, if I, a minute, I gotta find it, a minute, sorry. If, while undetected, you can spend a hero point to lure a single character out of position and knock them out. All other characters in the area remain unaware of your presence.
All right. Which character would you like?
I don't know now. I wasn't expecting them all to not know I was there. It's either the werewolf or Phoenix. Phoenix.
Okay.
Because my thought with this is Rhiannon has still got a chance of being able to talk to Jeremy. And like she's got more chance, I think, of trying to bring him around than we have any chance of trying to bring Phoenix around at all.
Okay. So, how is it that you lure Phoenix over to you?
Peel back some of the fruit level.
That's literally. That was exactly what I thought. I'm going to throw some stones at him and kind of gesture for him to come over in a kind of like suggestive, I want to help him kind of way.
Okay. The stone lands at his feet, and he looks up at you.
Do some eyebrow raises.
Phoenix puts his hand on his sword as he heads over to you. As you draw him back into the alleyway, he gets closer. So, is this the part where you beg for your friend's life and betray them? Because I am all ear. How is it you knock Phoenix out?
I'm going to hit him around the head with a big rock.
Okay.
I'm not even going to
That-
answer his question.
Pulling from behind the fruit leather cloak, you brandish a larger rock and hit him right in the face. He goes down.
I'm going to pat him on the head and walk off.
Phoenix lies at your feet.
Set fire to him.
Yeah,
So
we should
thought-
probably tie him up or something.
The thought occurs to you, Layla. It could end here. All you have to do is slit Phoenix's throat, and it all ends. All ends one life. One single, spending a danger point, single life to end it all. This whole madness. The senseless violence, the abuse of magic, all of it at once. You could end it. Hell, you have that new weapon that you just got from Shannon.
I'm going to take out my lovely new weapon. I'm going to take him by the collar. I'm going to drag him back out to everyone else whilst holding said knife and screaming at them all to shut up.
Okay.
I need the help of my comrades to decide what to do.
Okay. So, you have everybody's attention, including Kels.
I would turn to face you. I would turn to face you, but
Oh, Cal.
Marina just pivots Kels a little to look at you.
Sorry, Marina, that's your new job.
So,
I was pivoted now.
if you guys are interested in a bit of teamwork, Rhiannon has 6 raises to spend to help negotiate. You got their attention. You changed the scene. And how that goes, we'll find out next time
I
on
did.
Scattered Ashes.
No! Ah!
No, why?
So,
We just keep playing
I don't like
for like
you
3
anymore.
more hours.
that being said,
Ugh.
No!
Kill him.
it's me. I didn't think it'd go that way. Scott, we're done. It's we're wrapping up now. We're
You're still muted.
still muted, bud.
okay, let's see if I can get some color back.
There we go. Yep.
There you go. You get a little bit of color back. You're looking a little
Yeah.
ashy there, honey.
Stony.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh.
We'll go
Oh my
around, ask
gosh.
everybody how they're doing, how they're feeling, what your favorite part was, and where we can find you. And we're gonna start in reverse order this time. We're gonna start with Rhiannon, or as we know her, Natalie.
Hi. Oh God. Oh God. Oh. Ah! Okay, no, that's a good scream. Anyways, Ria's like, okay, Jeremy's here. I can deal with this. I can fix this, because she's got a very stubborn attitude of I can fix this. I can make this better. But then there's also, okay, we have Phoenix now. Oh god, oh god, oh god. This is so much tense. I love this stuff. This is awesome. I'm enjoying all of this. Also, I have this invisibility cloak that I am waiting for like the perfect opportunity to throw this and just go with it. So that might happen. Anyways,
Now you see me.
no, you don't. Or I'm just gonna bring out another Kels. It'll be great. I am waiting for my opportunity on that.
How many people can you make? Like
I have
illusions?
no idea.
It'd be like, you want Rhiannon?
I'm
20
gonna send you what you need to know
Okay.
for next time.
Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, so that's me. Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm Chaotic Rogue at Chaotic Rogue on a lot of different places. Where I mostly on Twitter talk about really stupid D&D stuff or tabletop RPG stuff. I don't know. I do. And then I have Chaotic Rogue Entertainment, which is www.chaoticrogue.com. I'll throw it in the chat. And I'm starting one of my articles back up again where I review Kickstarters, and I have a podcast of an actual play D&D group that I throw up every other week, and Scrat's crazy and is letting me DM Scion next month, so I am super excited for that. And that's my life right now, because I'm still in like, holy god, what just happened mode. So that's me right now. I love this game. I love you guys. This is wonderful, and I enjoy every second of this. Anyways,
Thank you.
that's me. Right now.
And then we're going to bring it back around because I did some weird like up and over and down things. I think it was Jay who was next, or no, Scrat was next. No, so that means we're gonna go back around to Jay. I know how this works. I promise. Don't play 8 characters at once. Just don't do it.
What?
So, Jay, hi.
Hello.
How you
Um,
feeling? Favorite part? Where can we find it?
Oh man, I was enjoying that. Favorite part. The Wild Magic Surges, I think. Just because so much random shit started happening all of a sudden. Like, I like it when that happens. I like having not so much losing my clothes, but things randomly feeling. Like Aris getting really, really tiny.
That was cute.
I'm feeling good, although I was really into that. Then it ended. I'm gonna need to start doing like cues like 20 minutes before it's gonna end, so I can psych myself up for having to stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I am Jay Bambi. My name is up there. I stream with Alex, who's over there. Not quite sure where he is. Our streaming schedule is a bit chaotic at the moment because we found out we have to move, but we will be streaming as often as we can. Keep an eye on our Twitter because we always put on Twitter when we're going to be streaming. My Twitter name and my Twitch name are Jay Bambi. Everything is all exactly the same, which is good. And then obviously you can find me here at Stalking Scratch channel all the time. So it's true, I do. But yes,
And I love you for it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and amazingly well played with that whole holding Phoenix hostage thing.
thank you.
Wow, that was so good.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And then we'll bring it around to Una, or as we know her, Eris.
Hello, I am Eris Savad. Well, oh my gosh. First of all, Una has an official interest, and that's super awesome. And second of all, I absolutely loved the entire thing that Layla did with Phoenix. I think that taking that moment and doing that, oh my gosh,
I've been
total
waiting
game
for the
changer.
perfect time to use that perk. I've wanted to use it for so long.
That was the perfect time to use it.
Perfect. Oh.
Perfect. It was so good. Yeah, so those are my favorite things. You can find me on Twitter at Erisavad, just like right there. You can also see my website, erisavad.com, right there. I make dice trays, I make cool bags, I make a whole bunch of stuff. And I recently started streaming some of my crafting too, so it's really random. There's no set schedule or anything like that. But if you ever see me streaming twitch.tv/Aerosabad, just come in and say hi, and we'll bullshit. It's great.
It was great.
It was. We had great fun earlier.
I only saw a clip, but the clip itself was amazing.
The clip made it. I immediately was proud of my achievement. Especially as Eris went, no one's ever clipped me before. And I was like, well, I've got to now.
All right, I guess so.
I think that could go into RPGN. I mean, you weren't playing TTRPGs at the time, but you were doing RPG-related stuff. Right?
I think so.
Yeah, totally. I mean, yeah, I was making stuff for people to hold dice in, so...
They are so cool as well. I love those little things.
My wife has one for trays. They're amazing.
Oh, really? Proper jealous.
It's on my wish list.
I got a line, but I'm back open and I've got stuff on my website already. So there is an actual dice tray on my website right now.
Awesome. So thank you so much for being here. We're gonna bring it back around to the amazing Alex. How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. I mean, there's cliffhangers, and then there's the Grand Canyon of cliffhangers, which is what that is. It was just like, it could be all over, but you're just gonna have to wait. I don't want to wait. I want to play.
As I said on Twitter earlier today, I might be a bastard, but I'm a meticulous bastard.
That is, yeah. By the way, well done with that tweet as well. 70% of this is a lie, and I was like, "There's no way you added that up." I
Count the words. Oh, you're just.
I read it wrong at first, and I thought it said 70% of this is true, and I was like, and then I reread it.
Okay, so yes, Grigory didn't get shot this time round. He instead got burnt by a fireball, which is great. I know.
I forgot about that. I'm really glad I didn't say that Gregory didn't get injured, because that would have been a lie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm back all the way down the little health spiral, right to the end, where I'm nearly dead again. I think this is just consistent. I should play characters that are close to death all of the time.
Oh, have you got the exploding dice from that?
I do.
Hey!
I do.
Full body cast. Woo!
Don't heal me yet. I gotta wait till my turns are
I've got to make this useful.
I'm fine. It's great. It's fine.
Okay, so favorite part for me was I think it's literally right at the end, because this moment with Layla is going to be a character defining moment. Either Phoenix snuffs it and that's it, we're like, way, or she doesn't, and then she's furthering herself away from her assassin or former assassin ways, and I'm really, really curious to see which way that goes.
I got way into my character, like that genuinely hurt me. Having to think of that choice.
I cannot wait. It's amazing. Okay, so anyway, me. Hi, I'm Alex, or Alexandrian, or Dark Fox, or whatever. I've got a username up there. It occasionally pops up. It's on Twitter and Twitch, and I'm sure it's on other things as well, but I can never remember. I don't go to other places most. I ramble a lot on Twitter, especially at the moment with everything going on. Jay's pretty much covered everything. We stream on Twitch every now and again. It is definitely every now and again. And then we're here every Tuesday, which I now can't wait for Tuesdays. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
And so, before we get back to the statuesque man himself, me, hi. I'm Derek, the evil mastermind behind all the bull shenanigans going on around here. You can find me on the interwebs as Archmage Derek on Twitter, Archmage_Derek, or over on the Mage College, themagecollege.wordpress.com. Links will be in the chat, where myself, my amazing wife Kana, who did the overlay for this stream, she does the poster with Phoenix's mask and all that bit. She's an amazing artist. Check out her work. It's Kana. It's like Khan and then Star Trek. And then our friend Tahina Andale helps us write D&D content on the Mage College. It was a really long spiel. I'm not as good at this as Tahina is, unfortunately, with the whole spiel thing. But regardless, we've got a few things going on right now. In honor of Thanksgiving, we have a special Thanksgiving sale. Character Folio Anya is now on sale on DM's Guild for $3, and there's also a free version you can pack it up, which is no art. It's awesome. If you like vampires and stuff like Faust, check out Downpure, Children of the Night. It's amazing. I'm going to leave you that because I have rambled far enough. My favorite part, just simply that climax at the end. And I love giving you guys the cliffhanger. But that being said, I'm going to pass it over to the man himself. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for having me. And Scrat, take it away.
Why, thank you. I mean, Kells has always cast an amazing figure. But right now it feels like he's hit rock bottom.
Oh.
You've been thinking about these for the last 10 minutes, haven't you?
It's just like he's not going anywhere right now.
Feeling a little stuck.
I think so far his
Possibly
performance...
slightly stoned.
Yeah. He may be feeling slightly stoned, but his performance so far has been a monument.
Okay, that one was actually good.
That was pretty good.
So the question is now, is that which came first, the chiseled abs or the chiseled abs?
Oh. Get out.
Simultaneous. No, wait, or is it igneous? Anyway, I'm Scraticus. You might know me from this channel. Check out my social links, you guys. I'm feeling great after that, by the way. I'm feeling punny. Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. YouTube, go and catch up. You've seen this episode. The other episodes are just as great. Go and catch them up. Discord, be part of the wonderful community. And Twitter, send me a DM on Twitter and I will get you a game. I am planning 40 games over the Christmas period. So that's from the 23rd of December to the 4th of January. I think it's like 9 days or something like that. 10 days maybe. Maths is hard. But there's going to be 40 games. Possibly one of them might be an extended game as well. Maybe I'm thinking around New Year's Eve I might do an extended game. I was originally thinking 24 hours, but then I thought if I'm doing 40 games, I wouldn't... Usually when I do 24 hours, I give myself at least 12 hours afterwards to break, but I wouldn't give myself that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Check it out. It'll be fun. Send me a DM on Twitter and I'll get you a game. We also have a Patreon. Go and check out our Patreon. We've got loads of fun stuff over there as well. Some written by Derek and lots of other things as well. We have merch where you can get my logo and slap it all over your body. We also have sponsors in Bird in the Storm Publishing, who do t-shirts and mugs, and you can get their merch. Not only supports me, but also the proceeds, their profit goes to charity. So check that out too. And we have Mage Hand Press, who they have made the Dark Matter 5e expansion in space. We're currently giving away a copy of the alpha, which went live last week. It's not available in print yet, so you can only get it as a PDF. But we'll be giving away a copy as soon as we hit one of our goals this month. You should check it out on Thursdays at 1 PM EST. It's an amazing game. Yeah, fun has been had. Y'all, that's the American way of saying it, right?
Yeah, you gotta say a bit more like McCree, though. Y'all.
Y'all.
There you go.
Hang
That's
on,
a little better.
Hang on a second.
You'll
hang on
get
a second.
there.
Yeah.
Y'all. There it is.
There you go.
There you go.
You got the same thing with like certain things. You've got to say a line to get into the voice. Mine for McCree is "Now I know where you live."
Well, it's high noon somewhere in the world.
Now I want to go play Overwatch. Thanks, guys.
It's 21:03. We are gonna go and pay a raid. I think we're gonna go and support an artist today. I can see a couple of people playing D&D, but I want to go and support this artist. She's so cute. I've raided her before. We'll probably raid her many more times because she's the cutest artist out there. Her name's Kyuko. She is the queen of thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Fug family. If none of you remember that, there is the raid cry. Please spam it everywhere when we get in there. We are live Mondays to Thursdays, 1 PM, 6 PM, 10 PM EST, and Fridays at 1 PM over on the Greyhawk channel. This Friday at 8 PM we'll be over on Off the Table doing the finale of our Lady Blackbird campaign, and on the 1st, 2nd of December, I'm going to be over on Natural Ruckus, finishing off their 24-hour stream with a grand melee. That's right, this crazy D&D player is going to go and have a go at DMing some PvP with a whole set of my own homebrew rules to make combat interesting in 5e, because Secret, I find it a bit boring, it's a bit slow.
What?
I know, at me. Do it.
We'll have a stern talking
now.
with it.
Keep evoking emotions, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.